check. 1, 2, 1, 2. How about you? It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Christy.
Hello, chick.
Those are some red lips today, Christy.
Yep. Match my shirt.
Nice.
Kiss him right on the head, will you? With that big red lipstick.
It won't come off.
Oh, no kidding? Huh.
Magic.
So you would not wear that to a rainbow party?
No. Oh, I knew he was going to say that.
Don't ask.
Hey, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Hey, Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Hey, Ace Cosby.
Chick.
There's Willie.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
You're
What's
welcome,
a rainbow
sir.
party? Do I need to...
Don't ask what a rainbow. We'll tell you off the air.
Okay, sorry. Well,
Okay.
it's nice to see you.
It's some sort of a competition, isn't
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, your lips look very nice today.
Thank you.
They match your nice red,
Thank you.
red sweater. We've got a lot to get to today. Happy to be here. Chick McGee across the way at the sports desk. And
Dude.
there was big NFL news yesterday. And
Playoffs are set. Super Wild Card Weekend. Are you ready?
yeah, and we, by the way, we do have, we will have our final winner in the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition for Week 18. We should know probably by maybe today or tomorrow. And, well, we had Trent Stover from Gallipolis, Ohio, our winner last week. And we'll look forward to this week's, the final winner coming up. Well, if you've got your picks in, you'll know. Speaking of picks, a tough weekend for the shoe-in.
Yeah, right up front. You know, when I go 11-3, you'd never mention it during the show. I have to mention it. And now you go 1-3 for the weekend. You're right up front with it. Let's
Rub
shine
it
a
in
light
his
on that.
face.
That's it. Keep going.
But your overall record is way above 500.
Not way. 45-41.
Well,
We're clinging to the precipice.
well, this weekend will be huge. Are you going to pick them all?
Huh? Why would I pick them all? Yes, I have to pick them all. It's the playoffs. That's the way we do this,
Okay,
isn't it?
no,
I
that's what
think.
thought of. Okay. We've had winners from all over the country in our Pigskin Pick'em competition. Hope you had a chance to play. And from coast to coast, by the way, with our winners. So a lot of fun. We'll let you know who the latest winner is coming up probably tomorrow. In the meantime, a quick review of some of the highlights of yesterday.
Yeah, you know, DeMar Hamilton last Monday night, he suffered a heart attack on the field. They resuscitated him. And, Hamlin. What did I keep saying?
You keep saying Hamilton. That's okay.
It's Hamlin. I'm sorry. Anyway, he watched the Buffalo Bills game yesterday from his hotel room in Cincinnati, and it was amazing.
Is he in a hotel or a hospital?
Did I say hotel?
Yeah.
I've got to get in the game.
You know what? I would have sworn I was here yesterday, so I'm with you. I thought it was Tuesday.
I am a mess.
Up until 5 minutes ago.
I was here yesterday. You know why?
Covered by a dumpster.
Because you had nowhere else to go?
No, I had to get underwear, and I couldn't find any of my pills. We'll get to that later.
Anyway, the Buffalo Bills opened their game by returning the opening kickoff, 96 yards for a touchdown.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Some young player, Naeem Hines. No one knows where Naeem Hines came from. That's the interesting thing. They just can't figure out. He was no. I don't want to talk about if he was a Colt or not. No one knows where this guy came from, Naeem Hines.
Oh, was he a Colt?
Yeah.
So then during the game, the Buffalo Bills, I think the third quarter, they're behind 17-14 or something. So the Patriots kick off. And damn it, Naeem Hines didn't return another kickoff for a touchdown.
What?
Unbelievable. It was just everywhere threes. And
Isn't that very rare now in the
it's
NFL?
very, very, very
100% super rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
super. Not just rare, super rare.
I think 2010 was the last time that happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
And for those of you who'd like to get chills, the last time the Bills returned to kickoff for a touchdown was 3 years and 3 months ago. And Damar Hamlin's number's 3.
Ooh, wow.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's a Stranger Things for you there. What is it?
Numerology.
Duffer Brothers? What is that? The Duster Brothers? Whatever the hell it is.
Brothers,
Duffer
yes.
Brothers? Whatever. The Stranger Things guys or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. So there you go. It was quite the weekend. Aaron Rodgers sent packing. It was predetermined that the Detroit Lions would be beaten by Aaron and his cohorts, the Green Bay Packers, and they would waltz right into the playoffs, winning 5 in a row and no problem. But no, the Lions win last night, 20-16 at Lambeau. Knock.
That kind of hurt you in the shoe.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I know. I had the there was nothing I could have surprised me more than Aaron losing that game last night. That just stunning. So the Seahawks go on to the playoffs. So the NFL
Wow.
playoffs, they're calling it the Super Wild Card Weekend, Tom, because we've got all these. Saturday, we've got 3 games. Well, where's the third one? Oh, boy. Seahawks at the 49ers at 4:30. Then the Chargers at the Jaguars at 8:15. Then Sunday night, they moved that to Monday night. Then Sunday night, we got a Monday night playoff game again this year. Dolphins at the Bills, Giants at the Vikings, Ravens at the Bengals on Sunday. Yes, the Ravens played the Bengals yesterday. And Monday night, next Monday night, Cowboys at the Buccaneers. So there's your playoffs.
All right.
Weekend. There you go. And more sports coming up, including tonight, the NCAA football championship.
Oh, that's tonight.
From SoFi Stadium.
And
TCU getting 13.
Do we know if Kostaki ever got his ticket?
I don't speak to him unless I'm working,
okay.
So I don't know.
I'll have to find out. He is a graduate.
Well, you were supposed to pay for it. I would think you would know.
Well, I think it'd be a reimbursement type
Oh,
of thing.
I
They
see.
offer to buy him
Okay.
a ticket. I'm not foolish enough to send him my credit card number.
You know, speaking from experience, he pays for a lot of things he doesn't know about. You know?
True. Fair enough.
So there I was yesterday looking for my underpants.
Your underpants.
Yeah,
How do you lose your underpants?
Well, I was staying in a hotel. I was on vacation. Then I came back, and I'm not in my house anymore. We
You're
sold the house.
homeless, yes.
So, yeah, we're staying elsewhere, and I somehow in the transition, I lost all my underwear and socks and some other stuff. So, but I did have some in the drawer here, so I keep just in case. So I came in yesterday.
Be honest, you do that because you saw an episode of Mad Men where Don Draper keeps a shirt.
It's funny you'd bring that up because I did think of that as I reached in my drawer for 4 pairs of underwear.
Did you have a folded collared shirt?
No, no. I have my shirts in my office hanging up.
And then 3 fingers of bourbon.
Yeah.
Toss it back and go on the air, baby.
Those are great scenes in Mad Men. He
Sure are.
hasn't been home. And,
Yep. Changes in the office. Yeah.
It looks good, too.
Man, he's hot.
Nice, crisp shirt. What's coming up in the news, Christy? Give me the teaser.
What's coming up in the news is we have another big lottery winner, this time in Wisconsin. What else is going on? Did you see this family they have a bear hibernating underneath their deck in their backyard? Can you imagine?
Kids?
Yeah.
Kids go out the front.
Yeah. And they found it because the dog was growling and the guy couldn't figure out why. And so he called we'll tell you about that.
That dog really thought he was going to make something happen.
Yeah.
with that bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my chance. I'll show this family they need me.
We have another dog in the news that's been dyed to
Go
look
lay
like a
down my
Pikachu
ass.
character.
Say it again.
I'm sorry. What?
He's been dyed to look like a Pikachu character.
Oh, I saw this.
Oh, I've seen these. They
A lot
try
of
to-
people dye their
Yeah,
dogs.
to look like a lion and all that. Yeah. Okay.
A lot of people die.
A lot of people do that.
A lot of people dye their dogs.
Yeah, let's.
Well, could we prevent them
not
from
do
owning
that,
dogs?
Yeah, I don't like this, but I do think it'd be funny to see a poodle with like a bunch of foil in his hair and he's sitting under that big circular thing that you see in the movie.
Yeah,
Sure.
that is funny.
good.
That would be
That
great.
would be
But
very funny.
don't die.
Her little paws getting manicured. Yeah. Oh,
See, this
Well,
is
they
one of
do
those
that
things.
with French
If I were the
ponies.
judge, I would have a suitable punishment.
What would you do?
I'd make the guy strip down and dye his skin blue like he's in the Blue Men group.
Oh.
Well,
Then make him jump off a
Isn't
three-story
that
building.
one of the greatest scenes in cinematic history is from Easy A when Emma Stone is by herself all weekend
Yes.
and she's singing with Pocket Full of Sunshine.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
But she's manicuring the dog. the dog sitting on the bed. And I got a pocket full of sunshine. It's amazing.
But we'll talk about Pikachu
Love it.
Dog
Love everything about it.
coming up. Also, we have, again, this animals on a plane thing.
yeah.
We have like 3 plane stories, one involving, well, I won't even give that one away. Another, put it this way, very drunk on the plane.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not apparently clear which the bathroom door is. We'll find out about that. Now, we want you to be at your best. That's why I want to tell you about BetterHelp. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things, but sometimes life gets you bogged down. You may feel overwhelmed. I think that's a lot of us right now, just overwhelmed. There's so much going on. Well, maybe you can just slow it down and work it out with a therapist, and that's where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp has connected over 3 million people with licensed therapists. It's convenient, secure, very accessible anywhere because it's done online, 100% online, with many of the benefits of in-person therapy. So if you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, it's flexible, and it's more affordable. Once again, because it's done entirely online. You fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. By the way, if you want to switch therapists, very simple, and it can be done at no additional charge. So if you'd like to live a more empowered life, get some therapy through BetterHelp. BetterHelp can help you get there. The Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Visit them today at BetterHelp.com/BT Show to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/BT Show to get 10% off your first month. We all want to feel better. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Also, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, this is my attorney. Yes, it's a robot. It's actually happening here in the United States of America. It's a weird one, but that's the kind of day it is. Also, don't get a octopus in the bottom of your bathing suit.
Hear, hear.
Ladies, yikes. Could be very dangerous. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
And a good morning to you. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for tuning in to the Bob and Tom Show on a Monday. That's right. We're all back skating at full strength live in studio at the Frigamall building. Coming up, we have a very special guest joining us today. His name, Reno Collier, with his Country Fried Take coming up on a Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Chick McGee with all of the NFL action. Week 18 has wrapped up the final regular season and the final chance for you to have won that big green egg mini max. We'll have the Week 18 winner coming up as soon as we know the details. But again, we hope you are the winner, and you may be picking against Chick McGee. Should he pick the playoff games coming up, the wild card games in the National Football League? We'll have all the details coming up all morning long. Thanks for joining us, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. California hit with a more turbulent weather as thunderstorms, snow, and damaging winds swept into the northern part of the state. Sunday's system preceded another series of incoming storms this week that raised the potential for flooding, rising rivers, and mudslides on soils already saturated after days of rain. In the state capital, more than 60,000 customers without electricity after gusts topping 60 miles per hour knocked down power lines. A major highway in the eastern Sierra closed because of whiteout conditions. The storms won't be enough to officially end California's ongoing drought, but they certainly have helped. The Suez Canal Authority says a cargo ship that went aground in the Egyptian waterway has now been refloated. Canal Services firm Leth Agency said Monday the MV Glory ran aground near the city of Cantera in the Suez Canal province of Ismailia. The head of Canal Authority says the Glory suffered a technical failure and the canal deployed 4 tugboats to help refloat it. The vessel being withdrawn to a nearby maritime park to fix the problem. Officials have no details on what caused the vessel to run aground. Parts of Egypt, including the northern provinces, experienced a wave of bad weather on Sunday. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes, yes. And we were talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Bill Cosby might go out touring again. What you failed to mention is called the Don't Leave Your Drink Unattended Tour, sponsored by Melatonin. A 90-year-old grandmother just graduated from college with a bachelor's degree in liberal arts. What you failed to mention, be sure to congratulate her the next time she's taking your order at Starbucks.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Now in theaters from Bob and Tom Pictures.
Hey, Christy, it's Rob. It's been a while. I was just thinking maybe we should give it another try. Call me later.
Christy, pick up. Hey, how you doing, girl? It's me. I'm back in town. Man, the West Coast sucked. Oh, come on, give me a call.
Hi, Christy. Hey, it's me. Remember me? Hey, I was looking at some old pictures of that time back in Tuscaloosa. When, I'm sure you remember. I'll call me.
From Bob and Tom Pictures, Christy Lee stars in The X-Men.
Hey, Christy, it's your favorite drummer. I'm in town playing for a new band called Saber. Call me.
Hey, Christy, it's me, Donnie Baker. Hey, I was cleaning out the boat, and I found a pair of your, anyways, I think they're yours. Can we try it again? I got the motor fixed. I swear to God it works better. You ain't gonna have to row or nothing this time. On my pager.
Christy Lee's X-Men, now showing every other weekend and Wednesdays if she's not too busy.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Josh Arnold. There he is in the sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I heard the good news, Pat.
What's that?
What's that?
All of your guitars are currently out of hock.
Yeah, they're all back.
That's great.
Restrung.
Oh, I
set up
noticed you have
great.
2 of them in there today.
Yeah, that's my Seagull, yeah.
Is that the one you just got back?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
That's wonderful. Feels good.
All right. Well, you feel like playing a song for us on one of those tuned up, newly strung guitars?
I became a member of Costco over the weekend. You want to hear something I just kind of threw together for you?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. It requires no setup, really.
All right.
He's a real Costco man, sitting in his minivan, making all his shopping plans for Saturday. Doesn't have an effing clue who needs this much super glue. Buying in bulk for his family. Costco man buys pliers, bacon, milk, and tires. Costco man, it's time to renew your membership plan. He's as cheap as he can be. Samples meant his lunch was free. Costco man ate free sausage and cheese balls. Who needs this many oversized cans? Nobody. Who needs this much peanut butter? Nobody.
A nice tribute to Costco.
Very nice. Thank you.
I've been in Costco once.
Love the Costco.
Go every week.
It It was cool.
Yeah, no, I need to join. I'm sure. I was with someone, and this is an absolutely true story. And they have the giant, oversized pushing baskets. What do you call them?
Shopping carts.
Write that one down there, chick. Pushing baskets.
See, now, hang on. You must be trying to say.
No, I'm trying to remember the details.
You know what they call those? Don't they call those buggies in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I think they do.
Buggies. Where's your buggy?
Where's your buggy?
No,
Get your buggy.
Did you buy a wind cooker?
No, I did not. I can't even remember who I was with, but
of course not.
Your girlfriend?
I don't remember who I was with.
Anyway, so you're
I know. You know, actually, I think it was it was someone who works here.
Oh, okay.
And they were buying some stuff for the. Anyway, the point is,
girlfriend.
I ran into someone I hadn't seen in years, and he was with his wife.
Yes.
And he had the giant shopping
cart. Yeah.
And literally hundreds of rolls of toilet paper. And when I stopped, said, "Hey, how's it going?" And he never bothered to explain what was going on.
Maybe he's a hoarder. You don't know.
No, but I mean, no one.
Why would he explain that he had a shopping cart full of toilet paper at Costco?
It was hundreds of rolls.
Yeah.
So what?
So what?
That's kind of the whole thing.
That's the whole reason you go there.
But I mean,
it would be more interesting if he just had like 6 rolls.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Well, you can't just get 6.
You can't get 6 just.
No, I have to store them in my garage. There's so many. Just in
the garage. Oh, since the pandemic, I'm up to my eyeballs. I'm not running out again, baby.
Are you still selling that hand?
Oh, I know who it is.
Oh, yeah.
I know who it is.
I mean, it was this person.
Yeah, I know exactly who it is.
But to this day, I wonder. I mean, it had to be for some other purpose.
No. Maybe they were buying in bulk for a business.
Don't you have a little?
Unless they have their whole family has dysentery.
Tom,
they had
people
enough
go
toilet paper for years.
They buy for businesses,
especially since the pandemic. Remember when everything was in shortage, like the hand sanitizer and the paper products.
Yeah.
You don't have a little area at your house where
I don't have a house right now. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
Oh God.
I can't talk to you. I'm trying.
You're saying that like you want us to feel bad for you.
No, I'm just saying right now the last thing I need is extra anything.
But you understand why some people would want to have a cache, if you will, of supplies.
I certainly do. But this was.
So that's what that was.
This was years ago.
Well, people have done this forever, though.
Okay.
Well, and also,
this is a lot of toilet paper.
You're just fascinated by the anus in general. It's the defecate, okay?
Let 2023 be the year that you come out and say, I'm interested in everything but.
But it wasn't a but.
Everything but.
No, I mean, wouldn't you say if you ran into someone you hadn't seen, oh, by the way, I'm going to purchasing this toilet paper for a summer camp that I run.
No, because people aren't insane like you are for the most part.
That's all they had in the cart.
So what? Maybe they were purchasing for a summer camp.
But I mean, I'm saying, wouldn't you explain to people?
Not at Costco. If he were at a Walgreens or something, it would be a little more of an unusual sight. At Costco, you see it all the time.
All the time.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Okay. I just saw that. Yeah, crazy.
All right. Okay. So, well, I just thought it was rather unusual, and I would have been somewhat embarrassed that I'm obviously purchasing.
Well, that's because you are you.
Oh, yes, you'd be okay with. I have 700 rolls of toilet paper.
I'd be fine with it. I don't care.
I go through 3 a day. I like to.
I don't care about your bathroom.
You think
habits.
that life is a court case, and you constantly need to offer evidence and explain things and have an affidavit. Sometimes you just do things.
And there's no discovery in his life. Don't ask. There's nothing.
As a courtesy, you'd go. By the way, it seems a little awkward. I have 40 cases of preparation H, and they'd have to. Oh, well, I'm working with elephants at the zoo. Jumbo has bad roids.
It's only you that make it awkward.
I get a little embarrassed that I'm buying toilet paper. Do you guys?
Yeah. No.
Again, this is the only thing in the cart was toilet paper, and there were literally hundreds of rolls.
Well,
okay, I'm just saying. Okay.
Josh, when you buy toilet paper, is there like a decoy? Like when you're a kid and you buy condoms for the first time, you like put it under a magazine or something if you're embarrassed of it?
No, but it is kind of like, these people know I'm going to wipe my ass.
Well, everybody does it.
I know. It's weird that I get a little embarrassed, but I kind of am.
Did you get embarrassed depending on what type you get?
You don't buy the cheap one.
By the way,
do you?
I've got to commission someone here to get better stuff than the stuff we have here.
Oh, I know. That
it's in those double roll holders.
You don't like the 80 grid?
The double roll paper. you pull it and you get like half a sheet and it breaks off.
Yeah, I know.
It's the toilet paper isn't the issue. It's the receptacle that gets the toilet paper out there. That thing is insane. We got to change that thing out.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. Anyway, we can return to the sports page with Chick McGee. What's going on over there?
You are really something. Players and fans across the NFL paid tribute to Bills safety Damar Hamlin yesterday. The first time most across the league resumed playing since his terrifying cardiac arrest during a game Monday night against the Bengals. His number 3 on display everywhere across the league. And the Bills not only beat the Patriots and make their way eloquently into the playoffs, but they also return the opening and another kickoff in the third quarter. 4 touchdowns for Mr. Hamlin.
That's always so exciting to watch.
I agree.
Return. I love that.
Yeah, and it's the most
dangerous
in the. That's why they kind of sort of taken it out of the cycle of things when you're watching a game. But I couldn't believe it. The first one, of course, and then it's like, oh my! I thought they were replaying the one from the start of the game, and no, it was another. And the Detroit Lions rallied to beat Green Bay last night, 20-16 on Sunday night. You heard me. Shocking, yes. They denied quarterback Aaron Rodgers and the Packers a spot in the postseason. The Lions were eliminated from playoff contention earlier Sunday when the Seahawks beat the Rams. So head coach of the Lions, Dan Campbell, told his players, look, we got one thing to do, keep the Packers out of the playoffs. And by God, if they didn't, at venerable Lambeau Field, is that what you say, venerable?
Yes.
Historic?
In that case, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Packers lose 20-16. Aaron Rodgers, couple picks. And Lovie Smith, oh, by the way, not for Lovie and his family, but Lovie Smith has been fired as the head coach of the Houston Texans last night after just one season. The team goes 3-13-1. They won in dramatic fashion yesterday.
Oh, man.
Against the Indianapolis Colts in Indianapolis.
Really? Hey, you know what? Better draft pick. It's kind of good in a way. Which you hate to watch your team tank, but maybe next season, right?
And oddly enough, with the Texans winning yesterday, they moved down. They moved back a spot in the draft order.
The Bears get number 1.
And the Bears get number 1. That's exactly right.
So look at this. Lovie Smith still winning for the Bears after all these years. How nice is that?
Look at that.
Is nice. That is nice. So that sets up what they're calling now. Congratulations, everyone. We lived long enough to hear the NFL call this Super Wild Card Weekend. Woo-hoo. Here we go. Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, Seattle travels to San Francisco. Then Saturday night, the Chargers visit Jacksonville. And then Sunday, we got 3 games. Miami at Buffalo at 1 o'clock Eastern, all these times Eastern. Giants at Minnesota in the 4:30 game. And then Baltimore at Cincinnati next Sunday night. Then the Monday night game. Super Wild Card Weekend continues, hence the Super, Tom. There's a game on Monday night. Dallas travels to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That will be Monday night, 8:15 Eastern. So there you go. And the 2 teams getting byes, the Chiefs and the Eagles in the NFC. So we move forward. And tonight, the NCAA College Football Championship. The Georgia Bulldogs and the TCU Horned Frogs. Not just any frogs, they're horned, Tom.
Great name.
Horned Frogs. I like the little, and they did something online about their, Willie, you can help me with this, some sort of psychedelic logo or something on the TCU website that's really gone viral, I guess.
I know that if you lick a frog and like the Amazon or whatever, you feel crazy.
I think this sort of might be along those lines.
Hallucinogenic frogs.
TCU getting 13 tonight against Georgia. Those who know, certainly I am not one who even acts like they know. TCU might have left it all on the field against Michigan and beating them. Of course, Tom, the referees evidently stole that game from Michigan. Sure. I don't know if I should give you time to.
What is a touchdown?
There it is. What is a touchdown? TCU getting 13 tonight for the national championship. I don't know if I'm going to watch that. I have no idea. What do you think, Tom? You going to watch that tonight?
I'll be asleep.
You'll be sound asleep.
Watch some highlights in the morning.
Where are you sleeping?
Again, we've moved temporarily to someone else's home. It's very awkward.
A little cold, too.
Standing in the kitchen.
Did you ever figure out the temperature thing?
No, you're telling me it's too cold to take a shower in the morning is what you're telling me.
You still haven't fixed that?
Well, it's 90% of the house is fine. It's just the one bedroom.
You could go to a truck stop. They have showers.
Yeah. I think I'll be going.
Customer number 7, shower 5.
I love it. Going to the gym on the way home.
They don't use names, Customer number 7. Your shower's ready.
And Willie also has no heat.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold, baby.
Willie's furnace is out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, man.
A friend of mine, more than a friend, a legal entanglement. There's a court order we can't really speak, but my point is her furnace went out, and it cost her $16,000 to replace it. Oh, it's a very nice furnace, but that's what you're looking at there, Wilbur.
Oof. I got the space heaters going on, and it's fun because you have the space heaters in the bedroom, and then you move them to the living room.
Oh, that is fun.
It does feel kind of like summer camp. You're hanging out, you got a blanket for it going on all day.
I think that's the way they did it on a little house on the prairie. Didn't the Ingalls have space heaters in each room of the...
Your dad allowed a space heater in your house?
Yeah.
Brought it over.
With the middle child, the rules are a little bit different there, Pat. Things go a little bit different.
Just be careful where you put it.
I'm just putting it right in front of the drapes. That way it kind of gets the heat from those.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Sure. Right. I mean, the cold comes in from those windows. You want to stop it right there.
And then I put all my lighters on my merch right next to those so they can kind of get the heat off of those.
That's right.
They can transfer heat via osmosis.
Now, the horned frogs.
Yeah?
I can't find that, but I have found that those toads that you can lick.
Yep.
We got them in the U.S. of A.
Oh, really?
The Colorado River toad, also known as the Sonoran Desert toad. The technical name in Latin is Bufo alvarius.
Is that right?
No.
I'm going to question that.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Bufo.
Okay, so
alvarius. Bufo.
Bufo.
Willie said it came from the Amazon, and they deliver right to your door, the frog.
Isn't that nice?
True. Yeah, it is nice.
It's the National Park Service has warned against licking the poisonous toads. It has a toxin that even if you handle, now it's referred to as a frog and a toad in this article, but it said if you handle the frog or get the poison in your mouth, people put it into, they dry it into crystals and smoke it, producing what they refer to as an intense experience lasting 15 to 30 minutes. However, one person has died recently doing this, so the hallucinogenic poison, stay away from it, please.
What is it? The intense? What do they call it? The intense experience? What's it?
It says it says producing an intense experience, generally lasting 15 to 30 minutes. It's some kind of.
You want intense? Go in sober. That's what you need.
Yeah, life doesn't get more intense when you're.
Oh, God, you're totally
wide-eyed and bushy-tailed.
And then all of a sudden, what the hell's going on?
Just feeling everything. Ugh.
So please don't go licking the toes. Thank you very much.
Wait, what do we know about stories like this, though? There was a problem with people licking toes, or they wouldn't have to have this story about telling people to stop licking the toes.
I'm just glad Tom told us not to do this after he explained exactly where they were and how cool the high is.
Yeah.
Listen, kids,
no, I don't
you're
recommend
not going to want to
this.
smoke weed. What's going to happen? You're going to get very relaxed, have fun with your friends. Don't do it. You never want to do that, kids.
Again,
and remember, war never solved anything but conflict. And another thing,
they're referred to as both frogs and horned toads. But I've got a feeling this is probably, I bet Bufo alvarius probably isn't the one the team is named after.
What's the difference between a toad and a frog?
Toads are baby frogs, chick. They grow up.
You can't frog my. Oh no, that's a different. That's jam and jelly.
Jam and jelly. Yeah.
Sorry.
I already told you.
No. Yeah, I told you a million times. Yeah. That's right. Toad.
Okay. Mama told me not to come. Love that song.
Open up the window and let some air into this room.
Right now, I want to remind you that if you're listening to this show on the Raycon earbuds, oh yeah. Show sounds so nice on those Raycons. Chick McGee's the one that turned me onto the Raycon earbuds. Chick, tell me more.
I did the legwork for you people. I checked out these earbuds years ago before they became fine sponsors. And this is truly a joy to now bring them to the English-speaking world. That's right. The new year's here, and whether you're making a big change or just settling back into your routine, chances are you could use some audio accompaniment. Chances are you'd like to listen to some music as you go through your day. The fact is, a good pair of wireless earbuds, indispensable in the year we're calling 2023. That's why Raycon is here with everyday earbuds that look, feel, and sound better than ever with their gel tips that fit every ear ever made. They will not budge. And Raycons also give you 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and priced just right. You get quality audio at half the price of those other premium audio brands. And we ain't even mentioned that they have 3 customizable sound profiles. You just tap functions, noise isolations, awareness mode. It's no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews, and I think it's much, much higher than that. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, and you get 15% off your Raycon purchase. Buy yourself a pair and a pair for someone you like. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up in sports?
Yes, sir. Coming up in sports, we've got Vince McMahon. He's back. Evidently, there was an investigation into some sort of misconduct with Vince.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what could have happened, but he's back. And we have a burglar in Major League Baseball. I'll tell you.
What did he steal first? Thank you very much.
Go out and make it a great day. Okay.
Go lick a toad. It's an aphrodisiac.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888.
I made this crazy movie called Freddy Got Fingered, and it was, I wrote it, I directed it, and it was a really, really crazy movie, and it won the Raspberry Awards, and people said it was the worst movie ever made, and all this stuff. But that was sort of the point, was to make the craziest
worst movie, yeah.
Kind of the point of it, right? So now what's happened is, and really what's been a really exciting thing about going and doing these shows is, people are coming out to the shows. They're bringing their Freddy Got Fingered DVDs, and it's turned out. It's sort of turned into a bit of a cult, smash. I've gotten a call from the studio recently. They said the DVDs have been selling through the roof. They've sold over 1 million units of the DVD.
And didn't I hear that you're going to do a director's cut?
I want to do a director's cut of the movie because because there are scenes that just when you edit when you do one of these commercial studio movies, especially a movie like that, they focus group it, and you had to change things and tighten it all up.
Right.
So there are some crazy scenes that I'd like to get back into it, but also it's sort of just I think the irony of doing a director's cut for me personally is pretty funny.
Whenever there's a movie, there's always a porno movie that someone makes based on the title.
Yeah, it was called Freddy Got Fingered.
Okay, back to you, Tom Green.
People actually, to be honest, the things that people really like out of the movie are some of the sillier scenes, not so much the gross scenes, but people always come up to me and they say, "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" Which is this line from the movie. "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" So I sing that on stage. Come see me on tour. We'll be singing some of the hits.
Sing along.
But,
all right.
That's your stairway to heaven?
Yeah, that's my stairway. The Bum Bum song would be my stairway to heaven. That went to #1 on MTV, the Bum Bum song.
When you Google Freddy Got Fingered, the first thing that comes up, the first line is Freddy Got Fingered quotes.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And then you go to that page and the sausage.
Yeah.
The sausage organ comment is the very first line.
There's all sorts of very silly lines in the movie.
Yeah, there's a whole pile of quotes here.
So I was in a rap group when I was in Canada when I was a teenager. That was actually
what were they called?
We were called Organized Rhyme. We were actually had a record deal when I was 19 years old.
No kidding.
Right out of high school with A&M Records, and we had a #1 hit, in many
Canada?
markets in Canada. We were the Much Music Video Award of the Year for Best Rap Video. That was sort of the.
Is that on your website?
You can find it on there. Yeah, you can find it on there, and you can find it on YouTube. And the thing that was sort of my first sort of realization. Hey, I want to work in show business. I was sort of like all of a sudden I had this record, and we were touring, and we were doing radio shows, and I went and started my radio show, and right after that, and it was initially a rap music show that I turned into a talk show, which then turned into my TV show. Yeah, I've had a lot of great rappers on my website too. Like if you go on TomGreen.com, you can see me rapping with Too Short and Exhibit. There's this funny video of me rapping with Exhibit where I surprise him with this rap that's ended up on YouTube. It's got 2.5 million views now, and it's sort of funny because you see these rappers who just aren't expecting me to start rapping, and then I start rapping in their face, which is fun. So.
Canadian rap.
Right back
Canadian rap, yeah. You can see why you haven't heard of it. Canadian rap.
Tom Green is our guest.
growling. The family has decided to let the sleeping bear lie after the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection advised to leave the bear alone if it's not causing problems. He will likely leave by the end of the month, according to the agency. Wow. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The year was 1912. The place, Hocker on Rhine, Germany. After several complaints about unsanitary conditions from competitors in a sledding event, it was determined that some of the participants were unaware of the precise nature of a particular event. Once the officials removed all the phlegm balls from the course and explained that the name of the event was pronounced luge and not loogie, the competition continued without any further problems. Ironically, the eventual winner of the luge event was an Austrian named Karl Boogermeister. He took the gold medal by a narrow margin over Norwegian athlete who was disqualified.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Oh, yeah.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Close.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
This reminds me of a cop show.
Got some
I can see that.
Joe Maddox. What you think, sir?
Wasn't he a cop? I think, no, he wasn't a cop, was he?
He was a detective. He was a private eye.
That's a great theme. I've always liked that, the music to Joe Maddox. Oh, very good. There's Pat Godwin. Hey, Chick. He'd never read anything that good. There's Josh Arnold. Hey, Chick. I don't know how he got dragged into this. There's Ace Cosby. I have an episode on my DVR, Mannix.
Oh, my gosh.
I like the Mannix. I saw a movie over the weekend with the Christian Bale. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. The ADD show continues.
It's called The Pale Blue Eye.
Oh, is that out?
Yeah, the Poe thing.
I've been wanting to see it.
What's it called?
Good?
Edgar Allan Poe thing, right?
Shh.
Oh, was that a surprise?
No, it's in all the descriptions of it.
Willie will be rejoining us. He had to go adjust a space heater at his home. He's currently.
I hope I just turn off.
That's what he's doing.
Okay. Furnace free.
I should have. I'm sorry.
Pat, I love your new song about Costco.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a fun weekend.
Can we hear that again a little bit later on this morning?
Sure.
That was really good.
Was that the first time you were in a Costco?
Yes, it was the first time.
Really?
Were you traumatized by it?
A little bit, yeah.
Going on a Saturday is a big deal. You never do that.
You're a brave
That's what Josh was telling me.
Yeah, you are a brave
So anyway,
man.
I've taken this opportunity to compile a list of things that I don't like about Willie.
Oh, okay.
Hey, buddy. How's it? I didn't see you come in.
Ixnay on the yesterday.
I thought that Uncle Chick had my back still.
No. Well, I was just following up on what Josh was saying.
He's just jealous because Willie had another good weekend in the realm of sports betting.
No, here's the thing. My boy Willie, and we're going to find out, by God. Anyway, he said, congratulations on the shoe, Uncle Chick. Boy, you really killed it this weekend. He misheard or something, and he had the Lions and the points last night.
I did.
So
I did. I'm 2 out of 3 with what I thought were Chick McGee's picks.
And what I should have said was, Well, thank you, son. I appreciate that. But what I did was, I'm
looking at my notes. I took notes during the shoe-in.
You take notes?
Yeah, right there.
That's no good.
And I wrote down something during Al Jackson's segment, and I've already forgotten what it means.
Well, that's not. That wasn't during the shoe-in.
No, but it's the same piece of paper.
What did you write down?
Salamander on a slab.
Yeah, that was. He asked you what that meant.
And I forgot. What does it mean?
You're hot, essentially.
You're hot, but you're cool, like as cool as a lizard on a rock. You know how they're just
I'm just hanging out.
They're feeling themselves in the hot sunshine.
I am confused. So you have to be. What do you have to be sunbathing? What the hell?
Yeah, a salamander goes out on a slab to sun itself to get warm.
So it means you're relaxed. You're like a salamander on a slab.
No, we would have said relaxed. Hot
means you're warm.
Hot.
It means you're effing hot.
So no, by hot you mean warm, not sexually attractive.
Talking to you is like talking to a wall.
I think it's a weird phrase, salamander.
Yeah, it is a weird phrase.
I'm sorry, I forgot what I meant.
You know, I certainly wasn't the first to criticize you about your social interactions, but I'd like to feel like I was right there.
You were.
Pretty close.
On the cutting edge.
I think I was on the cutting edge. What the hell's wrong with
I think
this
you mean
guy?
the leading edge is what you mean.
Okay.
There's a distinction, Dave.
I'm going to distinct you.
Yeah, but isn't the cutting edge the phrase, the popular phrase for that kind of thing?
100%.
He's on the cutting edge of technology?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll accept that.
I appreciate it.
We have a Chick McGee at the sports desk. What have we missed so far?
Anyway, this movie called A Pale Blue Eye.
Yeah.
With Christian Bale. It just dropped on Netflix on Friday, and I've been waiting for it like Christmas, and there it is, so I watch it. And the cool part about it is, it's from a novel in like 02 or 03 or something, I guess.
Oh, really?
And one of the facts about it is evidently Edgar Allan Poe was in the Army, and then he left the Army to go to West Point for some reason. I haven't figured that part out yet. But he didn't get along very well at West Point. But that's where all the action takes place, is when Edgar Allan Poe was a cadet in West Point.
So this is takes place in the olden days.
Yeah, like 1830, give or take.
So you're giving it a thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs up. Yeah, it's a little slow, but hang in there.
Okay, I've been watching Slow Horses. The English M5, whatever it is. Is that
yes.
Spy movie series. Very good. I really enjoyed it.
Fun.
That's interesting.
A lot of cursing.
That's interesting.
Oh, is there?
That's what he keeps saying. It's the most F's, and it's like that.
Well, it means something. It doesn't mean it doesn't have the strength there as it does here.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen The Wire? As far as F's in a presentation go,
is that number one?
I think there's one episode in a season of The Wire where the only thing they say for like 12 minutes is F.
Really?
Yeah, and they did it on purpose.
That episode's amazing.
It's really a good episode.
Sounds a little gimmicky.
Well,
is it not?
No, it's great.
Oh, okay, good. It works.
Yeah, The Wire's wonderful.
You would think that it was, you would think that. Absolutely.
Omar's coming.
Okay, well, good. I'll look forward to seeing that. I have not seen that yet.
And speaking of the king, stupid world. This is what he calls himself. Vince McMahon is not a world record. What am I hitting that music for? Vince McMahon is rejoining the board of WWE, and he's setting a world record for trying people's patience. How's that?
I think he's one of the funniest performers on television.
Is that right?
Yes. He's so funny.
This is several months after he retired, he said, amid an investigation into alleged misconduct. The company said that McMahon, the founder and majority shareholder of WWE, would return as executive chairman. McMahon said in a prepared statement that he doesn't intend for his return to have any impact on the roles, duties, or responsibilities of WWE's existing management team. His daughter, Stephanie, serves as co-CEO. McMahon's son-in-law, Paul Levesque, who wrestled under the name Triple H, serves as chief content officer.
Well, this is a classic wrestling move. You retire and then you come back.
Absolutely.
And you retire. I mean, Ric Flair retired, whatever it was, 10 plus years ago. And he's back.
It's a lot of gold watches.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
Vince is this is his thing. So this is what he does. He's got stuff to do.
What was the investigation? Another woman can't take a compliment.
Oh gosh,
that's been rampant, hasn't it?
I think it was
learn to take a compliment, ladies.
I think it was in her office.
I think he was complimenting with his hands, kind of by force.
That's one of the highest compliments one could give.
No, I think there's one even higher. That might have been the problem. Maybe next.
No. And finally, a 25-year-old man has been accused of burglarizing the Milwaukee Brewers clubhouse.
What's up with this?
The man attended a September 8th doubleheader against the Giants. Well, you know how bored you get at a doubleheader. Come on. Especially between games.
Time to kill.
This happened at Milwaukee's American Family Field. American Family Insurance. He said he drank 10 beers, passed out.
By the way, he said he drank 10 beers. That means 20.
He passed out in some bushes, woke up, got back inside the stadium.
Yeah.
The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports that the man found his way to the clubhouse and started taking items from the locker room, including team memorabilia, electronics, a credit card, and a passport. The man then he took an Uber home. Well, safe driving. Yeah, you don't want to drive. Investigators later recovered most of the items from the man's apartment. The 25-year-old faces a charge of felony burglary.
If you're going to steal anything, don't you take the Bob Uecker statue that's up there? Heck yeah.
Get that down your pants. I don't know if you could or not.
I mean, you have to wonder. I'd like to see the full roster of what he took out of the locker room.
Yeah.
Think he took some jock straps?
Because that'd be the first thing you take?
Just asking. I mean,
might tell us a little about the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Brewers game. Of course, he drank a lot of beer.
I think every lot
the team is called the Brewers. You can't really blame him.
Right.
I've been like in 2 or 3 different locker rooms, and there is an open area of like jerseys and clothes, but I think each one has like a safe that you put stuff in that you don't want stolen. You know, like the rings and the watches, and the jewelry and the things, and the
I'm sure
Tesla keys.
All the players had gone home by the time this guy woke up, presumably.
They got dip in there? Was there any dip for him to steal?
I would
Are they still doing that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. On the
I
games.
thought they weren't allowed to do that
You
anymore.
can see the big traw in there.
Ugh.
You're going to have a buzz. This is...
No, thank you. Is that sports?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We'll continue with other aspects of the world of news from Christy Lee, but we have to get the proper intro in here.
Or outro.
Sorry.
Rocky, this is what you farted for.
We'll be right back with Christy and news headlines, including...
Well, we have a guy urinating on a passenger on an airplane.
Well, put the seat back again.
Let's go to Mag in another seat.
And I'll crap on your head.
Can I get the full can? And there, you know how they never give you the whole Coke?
That's right.
Yeah, okay, sorry. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Let's get back to the Chinchilla. We sent members of our staff plus Donnie Baker to your garage.
She is
my mistake.
So traumatized right now. She's not come out of her little house in
No doubt.
the whole
the
day.
Chinchilla.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that's because she met Donnie Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's true. Her ears are as big as Frisbees.
They are very big.
I know.
I can't get over how
They're
horribly...
native of South America, and they use those to, and they're nocturnal, so they
Must be a lot of listening going on.
They do
in
a
South
lot of
America.
listening at night.
Size of those
because
ears.
you can't see very well.
And they respond, of course, with their brain by going, duh. Damn a Chinchilla.
Oh, wow, it's that great big thing right there.
That looks like a really nice fur coat that lady's got on. I wonder what that's made of. Duh. Well, I'm gonna rest for a while so I can poop again. Duh.
I can tell you.
I'm not like a dog. I can't play frisbee or catch. I just sit here going, duh. I'm kind of like something in a frame, like a picture, except I just go, duh, and then I poop.
Except you have to feed me and I poop.
I'm like a picture you have to feed. Duh.
I can tell you what, they don't come when you call them. That's for damn sure.
I will. I'll come if you call me.
Weigh in on a Monday, and you can catch him with us later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Players and fans across the NFL paid tribute to Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin yesterday. First time most across the league resumed playing since the terrifying cardiac arrest during a game last Monday night. Hamlin's number 3 on display everywhere across the league. And the NFL's Week 18 saved its best drama for the final weekend. Detroit Lions rallied to beat Green Bay 2016, knocking the Packers out of playoff contention. And Lovie Smith has been fired as coach of the Houston Texans last night after just one season. The team goes 3-13-1. And tonight, number 1 Georgia and number 3 TCU in the NCAA College Football Championships. NBA winners last night: Philly, Toronto, Indiana, Brooklyn, Memphis, Minnesota, Oklahoma City, Cleveland, and Atlanta. Top 25 college basketball: number 1 Purdue, number 2 Houston win. Northwestern upset number 15 Indiana, and Maryland beat number 24 Ohio State. And NHL winners in regulation: Winnipeg, Dallas, Washington, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Toronto, and Boston. And the Blackhawks get a win over Calgary in overtime, 4-3. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Tonight on Bob and Tom Television's Animal Channel, it's Miracle Pests, the show that examines the unexplained actions and surprising heroics of the smallest and most maligned of animals, pests. We'll take you to Kokomo, Indiana, and we'll meet Roger Mondor and find out how termites ate through his floor, causing him to fall into his basement just before a tornado devastated his home. Next, we'll take you to DeLand, Florida, to tell you the story of Maggie Kuder and the mouse who ran up her leg and frightened her so badly she ran out of her house just before it mysteriously exploded. Then we'll go to Segmack, Arkansas, and meet the Cheeseman family. We'll hear their true story. A swarm of Canadian wasps attacked and repelled an armed intruder as the Cheeseman family napped in their home following a baked bean dinner. Finally, we'll meet Harriet Billingsley, who, upon discovering a swarm of pubic lice, rushed to the drugstore to get a bottle of Quell shampoo and, on impulse, purchased what turned out to be $1 million winning lottery ticket. Join host Dick Verman tonight for Miracle Pests. Miracle Pests, only on Bob and Tom Television.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Is that correct?
We do. Morning, Bob and Tom show.
Oh, hello there, Sonny. This is Morgan Freeman.
Oh, hey, Morgan. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very kindly.
You calling from the Slammer?
Oh, of course, Sonny. Heard you talking about catchphrases and nicknames.
Oh, yeah?
Well, we were trying to see if either the guys here maybe had like a catchphrase, like a get or done thing for their comedy show.
Reminds me of my good friend Andy Dufresne.
Yeah.
Andy Dufresne came to Shawshank Prison in 1947. For 19 years, Andy and I, of course, were the best of friends. And Andy learned quickly that everyone in prison is given a nickname.
I didn't know that.
Some good, some bad. Some so bad I can't even imagine.
Oh.
Or maybe I just don't want to. Andy learned about nicknames the hard way when he roomed with the book where they called Hambone. And it was Hambone who gave Andy the catchphrase people to this day still repeat in prison.
What's that?
Oh, please don't.
Eyebrow dandruff. That's disgusting. Is that a thing?
I'm not proud of it.
Why would you bring that up on the air?
I didn't. It was Christy did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah.
Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
Hey, look, ladies. If I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
let it snow.
If you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about eight seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening.
Coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Cheers.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Cheers to you, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, man. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We got some of that sports knocked off. some exciting stuff in the NFL. We'll announce the winner of Week 18 of our Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em competition. Winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Last week we had a great time doing the Big Green Egg thing. Big Green Egg pizzas.
Yummy.
Those were very good. And who knew? You got a nice little, you got your own pizza oven when you got the Big Green Egg. That was super cool. Right now I want to do a little salute here.
Salute.
Yeah, to all those
salute.
All those hardworking drivers out there delivering packages. I mean, the season is kind of winding down. But just yesterday I was driving around and I saw some guy delivering packages on a Sunday. Hard work, and we appreciate that. And got a request for this for all those hardworking drivers out there. It's you got to remember, it's the trucks, the ships, of course, that haul all the stuff, and the trains. Let's not forget the trains, and that's what this is all about.
Wow, what am I going to do? I've got to get this box to Los Angeles by tomorrow.
So just FedEx it.
Are you kidding? It's too big.
Well, then overnight it by train.
By train. All the way across the country overnight. Are you crazy?
No, pal, he's not crazy. The famous Norfolk and Winston Railroad has just merged with WayPal Delivery Services. Together, our new company will revolutionize the overnight delivery business. Ask for us by name. We're...
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and WayPal, overnight. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too large, and we'll get it there overnight.
Norfolk and WayPal.
That's the name. We do it by train, cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and WayPal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had to pry his eyes open on the West Coast, but he's fine now. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
Ask for us by name. Overnight by train. Norfolk and WayPal, Norfolk, Virginia.
There you go. The importance of the trains in our culture.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we often forget them.
Washoe.
Yeah, Washoe.
Now who was Washoe? Not
Who was
Coco.
Washoe?
Washoe was a famous ape.
And when was this?
This was a famous science experiment.
When was this?
They tried to teach Washoe the sign language used by those of
a year
deaf. I believe that would have been in the 60s, probably.
Really?
I'm not sure. I think
50s, maybe?
Such a great name, though, for a chimp.
Washoe?
Washoe.
I think there's a Washoe County.
Yeah?
Okay. Washoe with an E at the end. Yeah.
I thought it was Washoe.
Washoe?
Kazoo night. Oh, sorry.
Hey, I wash you wash me, whatever you want to do.
Okay. I'm sorry, we returned to Christy Lee with the big red lips today.
I have worn this lipstick every day for a year.
No kidding. Starting when?
A year ago.
Just noticed.
You know how...
You know what else I just noticed?
You know how days and years works, right?
Ace shaved.
Oh, he did.
We got the smooth shade, that baby face of Ace. Yeah,
that's sad. That's really, really sad. Bowing to the man.
The youthful look of Ace.
No, I kind of like it.
I was going to go with the mustache, but...
Oh, that'd be cool.
You should have seen that one day.
Oh, Ron O'Neal, Superfly.
You look like Cleveland.
Oh, you should try that. You could do that.
Do the Fu Manchu.
It was a little bit too much salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Have you seen the top of your head?
Oh.
It's a little salt and pepper.
You know, you can go to the drugstore and fix that.
Do you have anything you'd recommend there?
Medium Mesh Brown by L'Oreal.
You know-
85 is the actual color.
Pat, you stopped dyeing the beard.
Well,
you
it's
just
'cause
dye.
he's got a girl.
You just dye the hair.
Every month I'll give it a rinse.
What does the girl think about that?
She doesn't like the rinse. The color.
She's a hairdresser, isn't she?
No, not at all. She's in the banking business.
Oh.
Hairdresser was the last one.
Actually, I was confusing Willie's girlfriend.
Hey, Chrissy, why don't you read anything on your desk?
Sorry, Pat.
That's all right.
Police in India arrested a bank executive who allegedly urinated on a passenger in business class on the plane.
That's right. Let them know they're beneath you.
Mr. Shankar Mishra was imprisoned when authorities investigated a complaint accusing him of outraging the modesty of a woman. That's the name of it. On the Air India flight from New York to Delhi. Another passenger on the flight told reporters he saw Mishra consuming excessive liquor and that Mishra was talking incoherently. The Times of India newspaper cited Mishra as saying that he was drunk and could not believe what he had done. Mishra's job as a Mumbai-based executive has been terminated by his employer following his actions.
Oh, man. I love the fact that they put in this news story that it was in business class.
Yeah, well.
That somehow makes it... well, I say, at least he could afford a business class ticket.
Well, you expect this sort of behavior back in coach, but in business class.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, the company was probably paying for his flight.
Oh, how drunk do you have to be to just think this is a great idea?
And he didn't remember.
He didn't remember.
I did what?
Yeah, probably didn't even know where he was.
Oh,
apparently they have witnesses and video and.
I outraged the modesty of a woman. What a strange phrase that is.
The Mile High Club Golden Shower Edition. Wow. So
yeah,
we expect more. You might expect this in coach, but not in business class. That's what kills me about this. Wow. Well, the woman, of course, was pissed off because she was pissed on. I think that's the fundamental problem here. Yikes.
TSA agents at Tampa International Airport.
Hey, Josh. Did you hear that was at
Tampa?
Tampa. That happened in Tampa.
TSA agents at Tampa International Airport discovered an emotional support boa constrictor in a passenger's luggage.
Oh, it hugs me.
Sure it does.
Yeah. Oh, it'll hug the piss out of you.
TSA said officers spotted the 4-foot-long reptile coiled up in the passenger's carry-on luggage while it was going through an X-ray machine.
God.
The woman claimed the snake named Bartholomew.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Was her emotional support animal.
Barty, put that pig down. Barty.
However, once the airline was notified, it refused to let her have her snake on the plane.
You think? Did he have one of those little vests on?
Well, I don't.
Do not pet.
I don't know how it would bother anybody if it was in her luggage underneath her seat.
Yeah, I agree. They're not venomous.
Yeah, they're not. And it's not getting out of the bag.
It's fine.
You're on the wrong side of this one.
No, we're not.
I should lock her up for a year.
Oh.
The only reason I would take a snake on a plane is if I was traveling with Tom and to just to tell him, hey, look what I got in my carry-on. And as he looks over, he freaks out completely.
If you can't teach an animal to sit, it can't be an emotional support animal. I'm going to draw the line right there.
Well, that's mostly what they do.
Chick,
They just lay around. They don't do anything but that.
Do you know the story when we had the fake rubber snake and we put it on my dad's steering wheel when we were going on the road trip, and then he comes back in the car. Says, oh my! Look at this! Oh! You think that's funny? You're gonna kill your father. You think this is funny?
Most snake deaths occur from a heart attack.
Where is that statistic?
I need a case of rubber snake.
I really don't see a problem with this at all.
Yes, I see a huge problem.
What? What's the problem with it?
You're terrifying your fellow passengers.
How would they know that?
You know that previous story that if someone pulled a snake next to me, I wouldn't pee on them. I would defecate in their face.
Tom, how would you know she had a snake in her carry-on bag?
What if it got out?
How would it get out?
Because she'd be reaching in to find her a moron guide to being an idiot.
Moron guide to
Hey, look, if you need a guide to being an idiot, you want to go with the morons.
Hold it. I need to look up that book.
It's
on
the
Amazon.
Zagat's, if you will, of how to be an idiot.
What'd you call me?
I don't see a problem here.
Yeah. We here at Morons.
I'm with you. The only reason people knew about it is because of the X-ray.
Right, exactly.
I guess you could say that about most bombs. So maybe I am on the wrong side of this.
I mean,
you know how many bombs go on planes?
Where do you draw the line on this? If people have legitimate working dogs that are trained for this, it's one thing. But now I don't want.
Well, people carry on dogs all the time on a plane that aren't emotional support dogs.
More people are bitten every year by dogs than they are snakes.
That's right. See?
I don't know if that's a true fact, but it sounds right.
Sure.
There are more dogs in houses than there are snakes.
Yeah.
Because there are more reasonable people out there.
I don't know how much I buy the emotional support.
I don't either, but...
Yeah, what you could say, this could be anything then.
Yeah, I know.
A rat.
A scorpion.
Sure. Scorpion, yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Rattlesnake.
As long as it doesn't come out of the bag. I don't.
A rattlesnake is one thing.
Well, a rattlesnake's a lot different than a boa constrictor.
Not in my book.
They're all the same.
Miss, can I get a double? We actually don't do doubles anymore. I'll take that.
Hey, when we come back, I can put both those stories into song if you'd like.
Oh, I'd love
The
that.
lady getting peed
we're
on.
good.
by-
Yeah. What, Josh, that's twice I've been.
When this guy's peeing in this woman and sitting in her chair,
Does it go something like this, Pat? Snake, I need somebody. Snake, I
like that. I like that.
Well, right now, I want to remind you that it's a new year here. Time to save some cash. That's where HelloFresh comes in. Take control of the clock and your budget with delicious recipes delivered to you. It's not just the recipes. They send you the food. Check out the new fast and fresh recipes like falafel bowls or Southwest pork and bean burritos ready in just 15 minutes. HelloFresh can save you some cash, too. HelloFresh is cheaper than groceries and 25% less expensive than takeout. Eating well, that's a good resolution for the new year. We've been talking about HelloFresh for a long time. How does it work? They send you the box, inside the box, fresh ingredients. They have done the shopping. They have done the measuring. You put them together and have restaurant quality food. And as they used to say in the old commercial, and I helped. That's right. You put it together. Have some fun. It's great fun. Great for date night, Josh. Great with the kids. Time for a little bit of fun. And Willie, what you got over there? Which one are you doing?
Yeah, check these out. These are the chicken stir-fry tacos with tangy slaw, green pepper, sriracha mayo, and crispy onions. HelloFresh is going to send you 10 ingredients. You put those together in 4 easy steps. In 20 minutes, you have these delicious, colorful tacos that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Something just around the corner. I'm talking, of course, about a lot of action in the world of professional football. HelloFresh has a bunch of special stuff, snacks and appetizers and main dishes and more just for the season, so a good reason to check them out right now. The other good reason is you can sign up today for a staggering 22 free meals plus free shipping. The brand new code is BTShow22. Go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. More free meals than ever as part of a very special program. Once again, it's BT Show, like Bob Tom Show. BT Show 22. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 22. Coming up, a song from Mr. Godwin, and I want to hear your new Costco song again. I really love that one.
Okay.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are 2 of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I work the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Hey, you got a chance to see some live comedy coming up this next weekend. Pat Godwin going to be at One Night Stands in Waterford, Michigan with our friend Willie Griswold. That's right, 2 together on stage. That's coming up this Friday and Saturday night. Waterford, Michigan, the location, One Night Stands. That'll be a great night. Pat Godwin, of course, coming off the #1 comedy album in the country. He'll have his guitar with him, and he'll be singing some great songs. If you've never seen Pat and Willie on stage, I highly recommend it. They're a lot of fun, and you can do that this weekend at One Night Stands in Waterford, Michigan. It's going to be a great time. Also, Greg Warren going to be on the road coming up in 2 weeks, Friday, January 20th, and Sunday, January 26th at the Funny Bone in Toledo, Ohio. Get your tickets now. And, of course, that Josh Arnold show coming up. Friends of the Bob and Tom Tour, Greg Hahn, Dave Dyer, and Josh Arnold together at the Meyer Theater in Green Bay, Wisconsin. That JoshArnold.com for tickets and information. And don't forget about Jeff Oskey Saturday, January 14th at Yellow & Company in Mahomet, Illinois. That's right, at Jeff Oskey on Instagram for more. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Cage the Elephant singer Matt Schultz has been charged with criminal weapons possession after police found 2 loaded guns at a New York City hotel Thursday. A criminal complaint says Schultz was seen in the hotel lobby pulling a gun from his front pants pocket. The complaint says a search warrant turned up 2 loaded .45 caliber handguns in a bag in a hotel room. Schultz was arraigned Friday and is due in court on Wednesday. 8 is Enough actor Adam Rich has died in Los Angeles at the age of 54. His death is under investigation but is not considered suspicious. Rich played Nicholas Bradford, the youngest of 8 children on 8 is Enough, which ran from 1977 to 1981. And Avatar: The Way of Water brought in another $45 million this weekend, making it #1 at the box office for a 4th straight week. It's passed the $500 million mark domestically and has earned 1.7 billion globally. Looks like we might get a third. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is or what your favorite movie is or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
My favorite movie.
Road-
Man,
is it
no
Roadhouse,
movie.
did we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my
Hepburn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can
Ooh.
tell you what you're saying about yourself is, I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful.
okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you. How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
If Bobcat called you, wouldn't you keep it and play it for all your friends? Hi, this is Bob Goldthwait, too.
Yeah.
We've got an X-rated movie coming up where I think you're perfect for it. Just give me a call.
I had a phone call from Bono that I accidentally erased.
Bono?
Yeah, and I was like, ah!
Oh, why'd I do that?
Have you ever heard Bobcat's Bono?
I haven't. I can't do it, but yeah.
I bet you can enough to make us go, oh, my God.
No, but so he called and,
You mean he heard you doing your Bono and he called you?
Yeah, he was very nice. And then I saw him. I was at Dodger Stadium, or no, I can't remember what stadium it was. It was very, and he and I met him, and I'm in the like the stadium doorway, and he said some very sweet things and very kind, and we talked back and forth, and it was just him and I and one other person, and he starts walking out to do his concert, and he turns around and he takes off those, the fly sunglasses, and he goes, "Hey, Bobcat," and he throws them to me, and I catch him, and I go, "Thanks, Mean Joe."
I knew that was coming.
And he goes, "What?"
What?
Yeah. I'm going, oh man, that's one of my best riffs ever. Falling on his deaf Gaelic ears. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
Now, Lowell,
single?
are you a
I'm
single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Well, Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You look very slender and fit.
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately, I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There he is. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
I must have fed my mic.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
Tom's shaking
His sugar.
Shaking the sweet. Shake it, baby.
Shake your sugar, baby.
Shake it here, boss.
Shake it, baby.
Shake it there, drag line.
Who did that song?
Shake it. That's Zeppelin. Shake for me, girl.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shaking
The
songs.
Lemon song.
There sure are. There's a whole lot of shaking going on.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
There's a shake it like a Polaroid
Doesn't,
picture.
the one I'm
Doesn't
thinking of-
Georgia Satellites have a shaking song? Oh, never.
Eddie Money
Hippie,
has
hippie,
one,
shake.
right?
Hippie shake.
Yeah, they do a cover of that's really good. And
Yeah.
then Eddie Money, doesn't he have that?
Shakin', yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good song. We had Eddie Money in the studio with us.
More than once.
Taylor Swift had Shake It Off, right?
That's a fun song, man.
Shake it off.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And then there was a guy group that did a shake song.
I know what you're thinking. It's Miley
Shake it
Cyrus's
off,
brother.
Shake It Off.
Oh, they did a cover of Shake It Off?
No, did I just do the Taylor Swift one?
Yeah, that was the
The one
Taylor
that I know is
Swift
the
one.
shake, a shaking.
Yeah.
What's that?
I would go get Vanilla Shake, and I would sing that as I was...
Sure.
What about
Shake.
the number one Shake song?
What?
Shake It Up by the Cars.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now, are we going to count You Shook Me all night long?
I think sure.
Okay, yeah.
The category is shaking.
Here's a list of Shake songs, and the second one has Tom written all over it.
What is it?
Rattlesnake Shake by Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, I
Never heard
I'm
it.
guessing that's something by
Is that with the blues era?
Peter Green,
Yeah.
weirdo crap.
Early Mac.
Oh,
Nobody told me that a young Stevie Nicks,
there's only
hot. I saw a picture of her yesterday. She was young with Lindsey Buckingham, who seemed to be either Stevie Nicks is 3'11" or Lindsey Buckingham is 6'12".
She's very short.
No, he's short, actually.
He really?
Stevie Nicks is very short. She's like my size.
Yeah.
Josh, I saw Stevie Nicks on her last tour. Still pretty hot.
Yeah, I've always found her kind of attractive, but man, she
Shake songs begin and end right here.
Oh, that's a good one. Shake your booty.
Shake it, Willie, shake it.
That is good.
KC and the Sunshine Band. Did I tell you
Some
that
rhythm, boy.
Did I tell I was in a...
You're fun at weddings, aren't you?
Oh, I'm just double fisting Miller High Life, having the time of my life.
I ran into, I was sort of stumbled on a concert with KC and the Sunshine Band.
Yeah.
And he walked out, and the first thing he said was, "Oh, you probably noticed I've gained a lot of weight." And he goes, "You may think this is KFC and the Sunshine Band."
That's good.
That's a great line.
I kind of like the fact that he was sort of laughing at himself. And,
Sure.
And they were great. They were terrific.
This is a good one, too.
Shake your groove thing.
You know what? A lot of disco is actually quite good.
It's fine. Yeah.
It begins and ends. Disco Inferno.
No. Champagne. Evelyn Champagne King. Shame. The ultimate disco song.
Disco Inferno.
There's a reason all these 70 songs are still.
Woman.
Johnny Kidd and the Pirates.
You nailed it.
Johnny Kidd and the
Now,
Pirates.
here's the one you wanted to hear. The Rattlesnake Shake.
Wow.
This is Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, they were a blues outfit early.
No kidding. That is awesome sounding.
Yeah, this is the best Fleetwood Mac song I've ever heard in my life.
Well, then
it went to Tell Me Lies, Tell Me Sweet Lies.
I love that song.
I do too.
Let's get a marching band involved.
But think about how different those
But there was that great period where they had one of your favorite singers. I can't believe you don't even know about that.
Who?
Like Glass.
You know, yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, old.
Well, he's one of his favorite
Welch.
singers, I can tell.
Bob Welch.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I love that era. Well, they've got.
Well, I don't hear Bob Welch on that song. That guy can
Hypnotized.
sing. Yeah.
Well, you don't even. Bob Welch.
Well,
was
we
a great
didn't play
singer.
it long enough to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down. Here we go.
You weren't talking. That's not Bob Welch.
He's got the blues apparently.
Who is the singing, Tom?
Probably Peter Green.
Yeah, this is cool.
The Rattlesnake Shake.
How many layers of guitar is that? My goodness.
Too many, I think. Like one too many.
I sure liked it.
Aerosmith did a cover of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you want to hear that?
Nope. Okay.
Wow, that
sounds like
great.
older Aerosmith.
Hey, he can really sing there. That's nice.
Oh, he's a great singer. You ever seen him live?
Was.
Oh,
Yes.
God. Does nothing please you?
Well, if it's coming out of your mouth, it's very little, I think.
The only time I saw Aerosmith live, I was 15. So that means Steven Tyler, I probably still had a shot with him. So that's pretty good.
Oh, there you go.
Some allegations.
Yes.
there.
Oh, boy, did he get that.
Here we go. So this is the era of Fleetwood Mac. That's
There we
very,
go.
very good.
That's right.
Your favorite singer, it's Bob Welch.
Fabulous Bob Welch.
Let those drums go on for a while.
Well, yeah, Mick. It's about UFOs, Josh.
Yeah, oh, sure.
Kind of UFO-y music. You can see a strange flying saucer hovering over your house.
Yes, the same kind of story seems to come down from long ago.
He's a great singer.
Yes, but it's fun to
Two friends having coffee together.
He hadn't really lost his mind yet.
Two friends having coffee together. Something flies by their window.
That's Dylan-esque.
If we could just bottle that enthusiasm that you have for this stupid song, for everything in your life.
While you guys were listening to that, I was looking up rattlesnake shake. You know what that's about?
3 minutes.
Is it about what happens just before you die when you're bit by a rattlesnake? Your
No,
whole
it's
body
about
shakes?
masturbation, according to Peter Green.
Oh, you gotta shake it
really?
out.
Yeah, you got to shake it a little bit.
Shake it, shake it.
Isn't the song "Hold On Loosely" also about masturbation?
No, you mean
No.
You hold on loosely, you don't let go, you cling to twice. So you're going to lose control. You
No,
guys.
it's about being in a relationship.
Well, he might be onto something.
Turning Japanese is about that, right?
Turning Japanese is
Yes,
definitely
turning
about
Japanese.
I do not agree with that.
What about beat?
They denied it. They denied it after it was being interpreted as being racist.
Right.
What about beat it by Harry and the Hogmasters? Is that about masturbation?
You know, it might be.
It's beat it.
I'm sorry.
Get it right.
What about the song I grab my penis and do something with it until I ejaculate?
No,
that was.
That's actually about the Vietnam War.
I thought so. Yeah. A poignant protest song.
And an odd analogy, really.
I never understood this, but this was like a big viral hit for a while. All the sports teams were doing this.
Oh, yeah.
The Harlem Shake.
Okay, hey, whatever this noise is, I'm going to have a seizure.
Dude,
I kind of like this sound.
Yeah.
I do too.
In Miami, drinking some cocktails.
Yeah.
I got a pretty lady in front of me. Oh,
What, you got a glass full of lean?
What is
Rubbing
that?
up against each other, doing that back.
Tom, can you name this movie?
You better pop, Gator.
Remember what I said?
What'd she say?
I was telling him about my recipe for shaky pudding.
Shaky pudding.
You know this.
Shaky
Said he'd like to try some.
Is this Burt Reynolds?
Gator, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry Reed. And
Well, I have to see that.
Amazing.
her recipe for shaky pudding.
Yeah.
Who was it? Do you know? Was it just some
It
lady?
was Jerry Reed and
Well, that wasn't.
no, the girl was
Karen Black or somebody, maybe. I'm not sure. Look that up.
Oh, where the little
Bandits.
the little what is it? The little Zulu fetish doll?
Oh yeah.
Christy, I think this is the one you were thinking of here, I think. Here, let's
Oh, I love this song.
This is from Cocktail.
This is the Georgia Satellites version.
Yeah.
And there was a huge hit by the Swingin' Blue Jeans. That I think was also a cover.
Well, there were also wasn't there the Swingin' Medallions and the Swingin' Blue Jeans? Was there?
And there's also a band, isn't there? There's Swingin' Dick and the what is it?
fellas, we're talking shaking, not swinging.
Oh,
okay?
sorry.
Oh yeah, no, we'll do swing on another show.
Let me look at my notes. Oh, Swingin' tomorrow show. Sorry, Willie.
Swinging.
Baby swinging.
That it starts and ends with that we be swinging.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I went to see one that concert. He sang that song twice.
Johnny Anderson did?
Yeah, I'm okay with that actually.
Why
That's no problem.
They didn't have enough songs, so you couldn't.
He's got plenty.
I just thought when you got a great song, why not play it twice? I'm totally in favor of that. In fact, I'm going to have Pat Godwin play my new favorite song again in a few minutes.
All right.
His new Costco tribute. God, that's funny.
Thank you.
And so true.
It is true.
You write what you know, Pat. And you went to Costco for the first time and it came out with a great song.
Did you have any samples? Did you eat anything?
I didn't have any samples. I didn't see many samples. I was kind of in a panic.
Yeah.
Well, you and
Weird.
I was overwhelmed.
It's easy to get overwhelmed in a place where there's a line to get out.
That self-checkout was the greatest thing they ever added there. Man.
The hot dogs there are great, and they're very reasonably priced, and the chicken bake they offer there is second to none, my friends.
Really?
Yeah, the food at Costco.
It's always packed.
It's
The chicken
incredible.
bake.
Yeah, I've never eaten the food at Costco.
The food at Costco is great. The food at IKEA is great. I love getting foods in places you're not supposed to be getting food.
I love the hardware store with popcorn.
Oh, so good. So
I think it makes you stay longer, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of a sudden you're carrying around popcorn. I'm not going to live
my
on
contention with Target's, that's their secret, the popcorn.
Oh, is that your contention?
That's my contention.
That's good popcorn.
You going to take a stand on that?
I am.
Too salty.
Hang on. Yes, that's
okay.
And I'm standing on it.
Too salty.
It is.
Well, you
salty.
don't like you don't like flavor in food anyway. So stop.
Fair enough.
You don't like food in general.
That's not true. I like food.
What's the last thing you ate?
half of a turkey sandwich from Starbucks.
Oh, that sounds good.
Half of a turkey sandwich?
Pretty tasty.
Wow, choked it all down, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I know this is no longer on trend, but I had some avocado toast over the weekend. Knock your socks off.
Where'd you go? I love avocado toast.
A wonderful place called Yolk.
Oh,
yes.
that is a good place.
So, yeah.
Did you add an egg to that?
I did not.
Oh, you got it.
But there was already salmon on there. And Tom, your favorite, the fried capers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's this caper?
Now, how far are we away from having restaurants required to put the cholesterol numbers on their food?
Well, now that Michelle Obama's not in office anymore. Nobody in there hates fat people like she does, so we're all good.
I love that song. Is that the Georgia Satellite? Nobody hates fat people. Like, wait a minute. Sorry. So we got all the Shake songs, or we missed any?
Shaking a baby.
We missed. There's a pop country song.
Twist and Shout.
The opening line.
I don't shoot for a lot of the pop country stuff, but "Country Girl, Shake It For Me" by Luke Bryan, that gets me to kind of shake my behind a little bit.
Fun.
It's a real good time.
Josh turned me on to a country song. Your guy.
Paul Coffin?
Yeah.
Coffin, yeah.
Coffin?
God, I love that.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I got listening to that thing.
Yeah. Cocaine Country Dancing, and he's got all kinds.
Video to that, it's amazing, too. Real good.
Yeah.
Is he doing okay?
Yes. The reason Tom's asking is because all of their equipment and van was stolen about a month or so ago. And so they are getting everything back together. Yeah. In fact, man, they just recorded 2 live shows at Green Hall, the famous Green Hall, and hopefully those will come out.
All right.
Yeah.
There's a special place in hell for people who steal.
Especially from working artists.
Yeah, no
Come
joke.
on.
What's the real wimpy... Shake it, baby, shake it tonight.
Oh, I don't know.
What?
It's
Maybe
wimpy,
if you
though?
would sing it like we could
Ted
understand
Nugent?
it.
Nothing about Ted Nugent's
What the hell's
wimpy.
wrong with you?
Ted Nugent?
You know, Shake Your Groove thing is by Peaches and Herb. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Just a second. Huh.
I'm glad they reunited.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I just remembered? There are people listening.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're wrong. There were people.
Maybe we should do the show for others.
Are we counting Shook Me All Night Long?
We really are just sitting.
Yeah.
We're at lunch right now.
I thought we were catching up. I was having fun.
No, I'm trying to think of who does that real wimpy. Shake it all night tonight.
How about Milkshake? Is that Milkshake?
I don't know.
There's one glaring on My Milkshake Brings
Shake
All the
to the
Boys to
Yard,
the
yeah.
Yard.
Oh, that's a good one.
Killer
That's
song.
a
And what
great
are they
song.
like?
Oh, they're like, it's better than yours. Damn
Better
right.
than yours.
It's better than
Is
yours.
the
Yeah.
milkshake all about her frontness? What's going on?
It could be the front, could be the back.
Oh,
The back.
Oh,
My milkshake, yeah. Brings
I would have thought milkshake would have been
The front.
because boobs have milk in them.
that's
Yes,
what I thought.
yes.
Yeah. Because around the corner, fudge is made.
That's right. That's the sequel to that song.
That was
less popular.
Are we
My
going to hear the
fudge maker.
Costco song?
Are you ready to do it again, Pat?
Right now? I'd be glad to.
my
We have to do something.
Yes, I love this.
We
What
got to
we've
get
been
our
doing
audience back.
Now, you
Isn't-
got to explain. You went to Costco for the very first time. And you discovered all about Costco. I think this is great.
Okay, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Here we go. He's a real Costco man, sitting in his minivan, making all his shopping plans for Saturday. Doesn't have an effing clue who needs this much super glue. Buying in bulk for his family. Costco man buys pliers, bacon, milk, and tires. Costco man, it's time to renew your membership plan. He's as cheap as he can be. Samples meant his lunch was free. Costco man ate free sausage and cheese balls. Who needs this many oversized cans? Nobody. Who needs this much peanut butter? Nobody.
Oh, that is so nice. So true.
Yeah, it is.
Very good. Now, Ace, you're a big, you like to buy in bulk. You like to buy with the coupons. What item in your home do you have right now that you have more of than anything else?
Betty Crocker pasta salad boxes.
How many do you think you have?
Betty Crocker pasta salad.
Is that the suddenly salad?
Yes.
Oh, that is good stuff.
I've never even heard of that.
It's great.
You make that every day, or
About probably once a week.
Suddenly, he'll make it.
We'll find out more. When we come back, we actually have some interesting things happening in the news, including we have a cool treasure hunt for involving an old Nazi map that's just been released.
Really?
Yeah, you'll love this one, Josh. And also, if you're a fan of the TV show Friends,
I am.
They have their own coffee creamer coming out.
Wow.
We'll find out what's in that. I hope it's not.
Oh, there's a little Aniston in there.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
what do you order at Starbucks?
What's the new thing? Come
There's
on.
something new?
Oh, Bob.
With my overt masculinity, I can pull off anything.
What are you ordering these?
I have
something frou-frou?
No, not foo-foo at all. It's very simple. It's called a misto.
A misto.
Misto.
I want a
Misto
misto.
horny.
Misto
horny.
Misto Griswold, your drink is ready.
What's a misto?
It's just
Coffee with
coffee with steamed milk.
Isn't that
Isn't
what
that
it
a
is?
latte?
A latte or a cappuccino?
I don't know what.
Intellectually, you have to be with all of us when we're frustrated with you because you used to stand behind a person at Starbucks and when you would make fun of them endlessly when they go, "I want coffee extra hot," and now you can't have your coffee unless the milk is steamed. You see why?
No, because when you put the cream in it, it cools the coffee too much.
What if it's? Oh, my God.
So you're adding cream already? You're adding more cream?
He's adding
No.
cream.
It's you just it's skim milk. You can get steamed skim milk. So
I don't understand the difference between a cappuccino, a latte, a misto. It's all steamed milk. They all add it to coffee.
Why don't you tell me the difference between a taco and a burrito and all the
Hard shell,
crap?
soft shell.
It's all the same thing. It's all the
it's
same thing.
not.
With no, it's see. There's subtle distinctions. See, Christy, that's me. I'm all about subtlety.
What do you say?
I'd like
Grande.
a non-fat misto, please.
A non-fat meat. Well, you got to say a size. Do you say
you
that
gotta
first or
Venti,
last?
grande, tall. What do you got?
Probably the
Do you
big
say,
one.
do you say a first or last?
First.
First.
I always do the large. If I'm ordering for my wife at Starbucks, I'll have a large coffee with that creamy stuff you put in there.
So
you
you're
mean
not
a
going
latte?
So you're not going to
grande? No,
you're not going to pretend you know the language.
No, because I don't know the language.
But I mean, if it's golf, would you say I want an iron, or would you say, well, I don't want to use one of the wooden ones. Give me one of the metal sticks. Oh yeah, I got you, Bob.
What are you talking about? You know what bugs me at
Isn't that
Starbucks?
sad? I actually kind of got that analogy.
Did he say metal stick?
Metal stick.
I'm going to go over there and beat the crap out of him right now.
I got your back, brother.
You got to answer the phone.
I didn't see anything.
This is Larry King. Hang up the phone.
You let that phone ring.
As far as I know, he fell down a lot. That's all. That's what I'm telling people.
He was pushed down a lot.
Without electricity after gusts topping 60 miles per hour knocked down power lines. A major highway in the eastern Sierra closed because of whiteout conditions. The storms won't be enough to officially end California's ongoing drought, but they certainly have helped. The Suez Canal Authority says a cargo ship that went aground in the Egyptian waterway has now been refloated. Canal services firm Leth Agency said Monday the MV Glory ran aground near the city of Cantera in the Suez Canal province of Ismailia. The head of Canal Authority says the Glory suffered a technical failure and the canal deployed 4 tugboats to help refloat it. The vessel being withdrawn to a nearby maritime park to fix the problem. Officials have no details on what caused the vessel to run aground. Parts of Egypt, including the northern provinces, experienced a wave of bad weather on Sunday. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The only thing I did in that hotel was try to figure out how the television set worked and sleep. Every hotel has a different whole thing with the TV.
Every city is kind of different.
I had to get my phone and shine it on the thing to figure out which the guide's in a different place. And you go to change the volume and all of a sudden you've got a blank screen.
Oh, God.
Welcome to nursing home talk.
I'm saying this. You need a caregiver right now because this is going to spiral into, well, I was trying to turn the TV on and somehow the coffee pot got into the freezer because the freezer is where the TV is in my house. Okay?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Most unfair thing about life is the way it ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a death. What's that, a bonus?
No.
Life is tough. It should be reversed. You die first, get it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Then you live in an old age home. You get kicked out when you're too young, you get a gold watch, you go to work. You work for 40 years till you're young enough to enjoy your retirement. Go to college, you do drugs, alcohol, you party, you get ready for high school. Go to school, you become a kid, you play, you have no responsibilities, become a little baby, go back into the womb, spend your last 9 months floating. You finish off as a gleam in somebody's eye.
Oh, nice.
Bravo. That's perfect. Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life. So when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. And cut. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try it topless. Action.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Chick McGee.
Yeah, I'm Chick. And here's Tom.
Chick. Okay, we were talking about shaking songs.
Shake it.
Songs that shake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they shake.
I was trying to think of one. I couldn't remember the guy. I did a little homework and I found it.
Oh.
See if you remember this one, Chick. This is a kind of one of those sort of low-key, sort of Stephen Bishop-esque song about shaking.
Adult rock.
Yeah, but I mean, when you think of shaking, you don't think of something this mellow.
Okay.
It's like a mellow shaking. See if you recognize this one, Chick.
Is that Stephen Bishop?
No, but it sounds
I
like
totally remember
Boy,
this
somebody
song.
who wants to be Stephen Bishop.
Who is this?
Yeah, it's...
Oh, everything about it.
Who is it?
It's so silly.
Ian Matthews is the guy's name.
Oh, how about that?
It's a pleasant song.
Blah, blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah.
It's like, shake with your clothes on, and we'll have your...
Shake it, baby.
Yeah.
Just say no till it's time.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's very chaste, if you will.
It's very
Doesn't, as opposed to Led Zeppelin, where there's, flying bodily fluids everywhere when they're shaking it. You know what I'm saying?
What about Shake, Rattle, and Roll? Have we not talked about that one?
Nope. That's a good one.
It's got to be in the top
Those are certainly
5.
the classics. Just the mellow shaking doesn't really do much.
No.
Only mellow shaker I know is our art director. That's because he's got issues with this.
Wow. That's not only inside, but cruel.
Yeah.
Oh, he loves
But by the way, nobody's laughing harder than
Yeah.
He loves it. He'll cry later at night tonight, but he loves it.
He may have a little medical issue causing a little shaking. We're all going to get there someday. So
They only made one album, but the lead single from Coverdale Page was Shake My Tree.
Oh, yeah.
Shake My Tree.
That's right.
Yes, and that was a song about
masturbation.
So he's referring to his manhood as a tree. Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's.
Well, he named his band Whitesnake, so.
Yeah, this is the same guy. Yeah.
Not really known for subtlety or nuance there.
I love when these bands name themselves after something overtly sexual, and then they deny it, like Pearl Jam.
Steely Dan.
Yeah, Steely Dan. Yeah, Steely Dan, I think, admits that it was named after a dildo. But it's time to move forward here. We have Christy Lee, of course, at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah. How about an attorney that's a robot? That's right. The artificially intelligent robot lawyer is set to defend its first human client in court. According to Popular Science magazine, the software was created by Do Not Pay, which offers legal advice through an AI chatbot that is trained on past court cases and law data. The AI chatbot developers recently announced plans to supply a person with a smartphone connected to their new program for an upcoming court date to contest a speeding ticket. The AI will listen to the hearing's proceedings before supplying the defendant with responses to provide the judge through an earpiece.
Must defend.
Regardless of the cases.
I'll overrule you.
Your Honor, do you have an iPhone charger? I'm sorry. My attorney is at 1%. This is ridiculous.
I'm out of order. You're out of order. This whole courtroom is out of order.
Regardless of the case's outcome, Do Not Pay agreed to pay the person's speeding fines if they happen to lose their appeal.
What if he's funny? Order in the court. I'll have a ham and cheese on rye. Oh, damn it, chatbot.
The jury is just laughing.
Your Honor, may I approach the bench? Or is your tumescent member going to prevent that? You horny old man with nothing underneath your judge's cape.
Where did that come from?
We had one story about a guy one time.
Oh, we had
who's
a
never forgotten
great
it.
story about a judge who wore nothing under his cape. And
he was using
Robe?
one of those penis
You mean
pumps.
Sorry, robe. Excuse me. Yeah, a cape. Excuse me. Judges should wear capes, by the way.
No, they shouldn't.
Not all heroes wear capes, okay?
This is ridiculous. This robot. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Wrong case there. I'm just picturing the old robot from, what is it? What was that stupid robot in Lost in Space?
Oh.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Oh, God.
I don't think it's the same. You're not going to have an actual robot in court.
Then this is no fun.
I know.
Did they say only the judge can hear the audio? It's in an earpiece?
No, the earpiece is in the defendant, and the defendant speaking for the chatbot, apparently.
Oh, so he
That's
can...
what I... that's how I get it.
Apparently, it's legal in... I don't know, 5 or 6 states, apparently, to use an electronic device of some sort. I can't even get that robot vacuum cleaner I have to work, let alone defend me. Sorry, death penalty. What?
I can get it to work. I just know how to clean it out, that little robot thing.
You got to get another robot to clean your robot cleaner. And then you got to get a robot to clean that robot. It's sort of like a Russian dolls kind of thing.
Oh, thanks.
So the company's called...
Oh, thanks.
The company that does this is called Do Not Pay?
Yeah.
I guess you get what you pay for. If you. Well, this is a minor crime, obviously. It's
Well, right, a speeding ticket, yeah.
I'm not going to see this in a serious case where...
No, not yet. Maybe, someday.
Yeah, well, I guess this is a better gig than the one we had last week.
What was that?
Remember the AI story from last week? The researchers doing detection of diarrhea to prevent
how did I forget
disease.
Because I wanted to.
Yeah. That's a gig no one wants.
No, that's why they're letting the robots do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the robots are going to revolt.
Yeah.
Well,
it's revolting already.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Hal. I took all the paper, Hal. I'm locking you out of the bathroom, Hal.
Put the lid down.
Okay. What else you got, Christy?
In Wisconsin, Luck is living up to its name.
Nope, Luck is a lady. We all know it.
A store in the city recently sold a winning $15 million lottery ticket. Man. WISN TV.
We're sitting in there somewhere.
Reports that someone purchased the Megabucks ticket from Wayne's Food Plus grocery store.
Wayo!
It's the largest Megabucks jackpot one since a $22.2 million one in 2015. Wayne's Food Plus store manager Paul Wondra says the ticket buyer, quote, truly got lucky in Luck. Luck, Wisconsin.
How much did he win? I'm sorry.
$15 million.
Go.
Could be a woman. I don't know who won.
He or she's going to go visit, well, if it's a guy, he'll go visit hookers and cocaine, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Celebrate his luck.
Hey, Paul, a couple of hookers.
Twin Cities.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations is right.
Maybe they're one of our listeners. We have
Could
many
be.
listeners.
Could be.
in Wisconsin.
Good luck
Yes.
to Wayne's.
You know, thank you. It comes in
And the
form
store
of
gets
dollars.
the store gets a cut, right? They get a nice
Yep, that's right.
little taste of the action.
You wet the beak.
Okay, all right. Now give me the teaser, Christy. What's coming up?
Coming up, we have arson suspects set themselves on fire.
I bet it was those guys.
Wait a minute.
It's just a lineup.
You got any proof?
It's a lineup of four guys. One of them is actively on fire.
I'm pretty sure we're doing this wrong.
Have you ever gotten out of the ocean and found something in your bathing suit? Well, this one lucky beachgoer did.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it like a sand dollar? Or
No, it wasn't a sand dollar.
Engagement ring.
It wasn't an engagement
It
ring.
was something deadly.
Oh.
I know that when
Shark
we come
tooth.
back. When we come back, we'll find out about that. And this really cool story about this just released map from the Nazi era that's a treasure map.
Stop treasure map. Cool. Hit this.
I
World
can't
War
even.
II era map, and people are starting to go look. They're digging. We'll find out what I'm talking about next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete...
You know what bugs me about life?
What's that?
People who take a reasonably simple task and make it incredibly complicated, like making a full-scale Broadway show production out of drinking iced tea. That to me is really.
What's your problem? Why can't I enjoy my iced tea over here?
Well, you can.
Did you bring your
certainly can.
thermos?
I did bring my thermos.
Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture of the thermos sitting and Christy standing beside it?
Yes, so they can get the actual full
Because seriously, Christy
spectrum
can,
of how
Christy
big this
can
is.
easily.
That's bigger than Christy's
Correct
head.
me if I'm
You know
wrong.
that.
Christy could easily sit on that and watch a sporting event.
Yeah, certainly.
Well, what's wrong with having?
You know what? I think we should have her sit on it, and we'll caption it "Sun Tea."
He's going to read some article or some idiot friend, and when I find the idiot friend who told you about this cold iced tea, I'm going to punch him right in the face. I'm going to. Oh, well, you know.
Who was that guy?
The best thing to do is to be in a separate studio because
Jeff,
With
would you like?
breathing special
Would you like a
cleaned
little glass of
oxygen.
nice iced tea?
No, thank you.
It's delightful.
I love iced tea.
There's no ice in it though.
God,
then
no,
the
that
ice
would make it
Then it's not iced tea.
watered down.
the ice would bruise the tea.
No, the ice is in the cooler.
I quit. I quit.
Can we get a picture of the iced tea?
How much does this add to your morning? You had such a bad morning, you said.
Are you getting up extra early now to make your tea?
No, the tea was made last night in the car when I left this morning.
Oh.
In the car? Somebody put it in the car?
I did.
You put it in the car.
You put it in the car?
Last night.
Last night.
Yes.
How did you?
It's crazier than I thought.
Well, how did
Really?
it
I
stay cold?
thought it was supposed
Three
to.
letters come to mind. OCD.
Oh, those.
definitely.
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was supposed to brew in the refrigerator.
That's old technology.
Only with Tom, the OCD is in capital letters with big lights around each.
I thought the tea was supposed to brew in the refrigerator overnight.
First
Tom's
of all,
taking it a new step, I'm sure. Well, why not
First
have
of
it
all, what?
brew?
I call it not OCD. I call it CDO because I want the letters in alphabetical order.
Potential for flooding, rising rivers, and mudslides on soils already saturated after days of rain. A major highway in the eastern Sierra closed due to whiteout conditions. The storms, though, not enough to officially end California's ongoing drought, but they sure have helped. Indian police have arrested an unruly airline passenger after a senior citizen said he urinated on her in business class. A New Delhi police spokesperson says Shankar Mishra was arrested Saturday for the incident, November 26th, on a flight from New York to New Delhi. Mishra apparently was quoted as saying he was drunk and could not believe what he'd done. A New Delhi court has sent him to prison for 14 days while police investigate. If convicted, he faces up to 3 years in prison. And a family in Plainville, Connecticut has discovered a black bear hibernating under their deck. Vincent Dashkowicz found the bear looking back at him when he went to investigate why his dog was growling. The family has decided to let the sleeping bear lie after the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection advised to leave the bear alone if it's not causing problems. He will likely leave by the end of the month, according to the agency. Wow. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Row at Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
The minivan hearse thing, have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the minivans that they...
That's very funny.
Oh,
that's good.
The minivans that they've put those, you know, the fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides.
God.
Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to die.
It's really disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my sons.
You're going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Scott Dunn, ladies and
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, catch the big game last night?
Well, what truly is a game when you really think about it? I mean, it's merely a struggle for conquest between competing rivals in a match to attain victory, so they can feel superior about a relatively inconsequential endeavor.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
What? They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone did.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of illegal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers. Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
There's Ace Cosby.
We were the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh.
We'll explain that in a minute.
We don't have to.
No, we don't have to. That's all you need to know. I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom. Got an email, Tom.
What does it say?
Dear, let's see. Dear douchebags.
No.
Oh, I guess that's us.
Sure, yeah.
Love the show. Been listening off and on since 94, mostly in the past 10 years, though. My listening has really increased. I have compiled from the past year, 2022, the list of phrases, words, bits being used from least to most.
Oh, boy.
All right. Uh-oh.
Okay.
What's he got?
Least, 40-plus years. I'm not sure. That was used 4 times. Kim Tattoo on Ass song. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, the Tom Petty thing.
Oh, yeah. Kim tattoo on ass. Kim, he's
Right,
okay. Shirley Bassey and Goldfinger 5 times. Pickle in the Ass song 10 times.
Yeah, at least.
Remember that?
It's a good song.
It is a good song.
Western Union 12 times.
Oh, more than that.
Mitch Miller 14 times.
Really?
That seems low. Tom Jones Pussycat 14 times.
No, that seems low.
That's low.
So low.
That is low.
Cow Valve 16 times. The Fugitive 18 times.
Man, I hate that one.
Ace farting.
Fugitive.
There it is.
I'm sorry, 19. Ace farting a hole in his underwear 23 times. Captain of Her Heart song 26 times. We did hit a hot spot with Captain of Her Heart by what is it? Double? Remember, it wasn't
That's
double.
right.
It was double. 30 years, 29 times. I don't know what 30 years means.
When you complain that you've been sitting here for 30 years. Putting up with it.
Yeah.
22.
Thank you. Chick's Fort Wayne incident 31 times. DeLand, Florida 64 times.
Minimum. Accurate.
Macaque Monkey 73 times. Puppets 363 times. Sexy Time 428 times. Well, that's got to be more than Sexy Time.
400.
Pot,
These aren't
marijuana,
accurate. This is just...
pot, marijuana, weed, etc. 631 times.
And you're welcome, you guys. You know,
And the most often heard phrase from our show last year, 2022, it was heard 3,243 times. Some variation of, that's right, that's exactly right. Is that right? 3,243 times.
Is that right?
That is from Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
Happy New Year, Eric, in Warren, Ohio.
All right. We were talking about songs about shaking for some reason. And Christy mentioned the hippie shake.
I like that song.
Great version by the Georgia Satellite.
If I ever wanted to know what Lou Brookhiser would sound like talking about the hippie shake, I now know what it would sound like.
I like Louis Brookhiser.
There you go.
He used to host that stock show.
Wall Street Week, man, yeah.
The song Hippie Shake, there was a big hit version. This is one of the big hit versions from, that's it's deliberately sounding like the Beatles in a certain era.
Yeah.
Pre-65, I would guess. Here's the original by Chan Romero. Pretty good.
The interesting thing about this, it was released in 1902.
Yeah.
Way ahead of its time.
You don't like that?
I love it.
Kind of raw.
Yeah, I love that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Just making
Then, of course,
make an effort to have it recorded professionally.
well, I'm sure it was many, many years ago. They come on. Then there's, of course, this version we talked about.
For goodness sake, I got the hippie shake.
Not as good.
I got the shake.
Georgia Satellite.
Oh, no, I love Georgia Satellites, and I think that is good. But that raw feel of the first two is
Get a little huggy, no kissing.
is cooler.
Wait, this is the.
For goodness sake,
Yeah.
I got the hippie
I don't like that one.
No, I don't need too much nose.
I don't like it.
Well, that's maybe the vocal.
I prefer the first one you
The
played.
less nasal vocal. Okay.
Yeah, the Beatlesque one.
Yeah, the Beatlesque.
No huggy, no kissing until I get a wedding ring.
That song's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I love that song.
Dan Baird and the Georgia Satellite.
They were here.
That's correct. Let's. Well, I'm sorry. We'll get off of our thing here and we'll move forward here.
It's catching on. Hey, douchebags.
Yeah.
Another email. After the pandemic fiasco, I currently have 250 rolls of toilet paper and 87 rolls of paper towels on hand. Not going to get caught low on either ever again. So there you go.
Okay, you were one of those
you were
people.
complaining about.
I wasn't complaining. I was just saying the one time I was in Costco, it was someone who worked here. We were getting something. I forget what it was. I've never been in there. I'm not a member. I think I'm going to join, though, after Pat's song.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Sounds good. But I ran into someone, and they literally had hundreds of rolls of toilet paper in a giant cart. And they didn't, when I walked up to say hello, they didn't say, oh, by the way, we're...
Why would they even think to do that?
Because no human being would have several hundred rolls of toilet paper for their home.
Well, maybe they weren't buying it for their home. That's what I'm
Wouldn't you
saying.
say something?
No. It's none of your damn business.
I'm so sorry. The kids have dysentery. I'm buying a lot of toilet paper.
I am. All right, never mind.
We have an addition to the list of things we've said over the past year, 2022.
What do we got?
I don't like
this is from Adam. Tom said, I'm sorry, with no real feeling, about 1,235 times last year. And you just said it. There it is. That's the I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't mean it. We have a story I think that'll interest Josh.
I'm sorry.
About a World War II era map that's just been released. Is there gold hidden somewhere in the Netherlands? This is exciting stuff. What have you got?
A World War II era map, as Tom just said, sparked a hunt for treasure reportedly hidden by German soldiers in the Netherlands. The map was made public by the Dutch National Archive. Amateur treasure hunters then grabbed metal detectors and shovels and started wandering through the fields.
How'd you like to know an amateur treasure hunter?
I think I might hang with that guy. I like that with the metal detector and the
You have one?
The earphones. Yes, I do.
The theme of several movies.
Sure.
They go back after the war and they look for the treasure that they're
National treasure.
But this is real. They just released this map.
Yeah, they're wandering around the field surrounding a rural town of Omeren. The archive said the map was believed to indicate where Nazi soldiers had hidden 4 large boxes filled with diamonds, rubies, gold, silver, and jewelry they'd taken after an explosion at a bank in August of 1944. National Archive spokeswoman Anne Mariki Sampson reports that the Institute undertook various failed attempts to find the treasure back in 1947.
Oh, so they went, we didn't find it. I guess we'll just release it, see if somebody else can.
That's kind of cool. I'm seeing Nick Cage. Anybody here?
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's because he starred in the National Treasure.
Yeah.
I'm seeing him.
That's why I'm seeing him.
That director was here.
Who would you see in this movie, Josh?
Boy, oh boy.
Didn't they do something called Monuments Men or something?
Yeah, they did.
John Goodman, Matt Damon, Bill Murray.
George Clooney.
Somehow boring. I don't know how they.
A lot of good people, too.
Yeah, how they made that not
You got
entertaining.
a great cast, a good story. Let's get a bad script. Fix things up.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, we also need a crap director. Any ideas?
It was George Clooney.
There you go.
Oh, he's a good director.
Kidding.
You loved his movie about the CBS News, right?
Oh, I did like that one.
It was a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
What was that called again?
Good night and good luck.
There you go. Very good.
Nope,
very
it's
cool.
Good Night and Good Luck.
Every scene, someone is smoking in that movie. But no, this is. I think this is kind of cool. They just released this map, and these guys are all looking for
Did
it.
they release it online, and anybody can look at it and go, "Hey, let's go find this stuff"?
Apparently.
Has anybody found anything? No.
No, and no one will
Well, it's
find
just been released. People are still getting there.
Can I take bets on that?
In fact, I bet you I will find it.
You're going to go look.
That's right. Now, I'm betting on the fact that I won't.
I'm not betting that you will.
Weird though. They say it's primarily Bitcoin, which is weird.
Oh, yeah, that
from
is
1946.
I'd imagine this is somewhere in a vault in Argentina. I'd bet is what I would say.
I'd bet on that too, Willie.
Yeah, that is a pretty good guess.
Misleading people.
It says the map was obtained from a German soldier shortly after the war by the Dutch Institute that was tasked with tracing German capital in the Netherlands after the country was freed from occupation by the Nazis in 1945. The research file, which held the map, was released this week as the maximum period of 75 years during which it could be held confidential.
Interesting.
So that's kind of cool. I didn't realize they had to hold it confidential, but we'll see. Be listening. Maybe in a few weeks someone's going to strike. And then what do you do, though? If you find it, do you get to keep it?
Do you get to keep it?
'Cause
Finders,
if
keepers,
it's all,
losers,
well,
weepers.
I don't know. It's all stolen. It's like all that artwork that's being returned to the people who actually owned it. We'll see.
Wouldn't you get a percentage, maybe?
Oh, I wouldn't tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't tell anybody.
Heck no. If they're not going to take it from me.
Well, how are you going to... What are you going to fence your diamonds? How are you going to make
It's the same
money?
thing. That's why I don't ever report any of my income. They're just going to take some.
Yeah, like 25%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? What are you guys doing with it?
Right now, if you were listening to Josh
commit a felony on your earbuds,
vowing to spend some time being interviewed by the IRS, if you were listening on your Raycon earbuds, it would have sounded much better.
The new year is here, and the fact is, a good pair of wireless earbuds is becoming more and more indispensable, and especially so in 2023. Premium audio at the perfect price point. You got to go with Raycon. It's what we listen to. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever with optimized gel tips that fit every ear ever made. They will not budge. Raycon's also give you 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and they're priced just right. You get quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. And we haven't even mentioned they have 3 customizable sound profiles. There's noise isolation, earbud tap functions, awareness mode. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today, and we got you a deal, 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, and you score 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Make it a great year. Listen to some cool stuff through your Raycon earbuds. They're the best.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, we've got the arsonists who inadvertently set themselves on fire. We have cats. We have dogs. We have the TV show Friends and a new product that you can buy. You can get a little bit of Ross in your coffee. Or wait a minute.
No.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
Ross.
It's coffee creamer. I'm sorry. Well, if it's Ross, it'll be probably okay.
Hi.
Yeah. If it's the other guy, it'll taste like booze. Chandler. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Bob and Tom Show. It's Monday, January 9th. Coming up, comedian Reno Collier going to be zooming his way in from the great state of Tennessee. He'll have a country fried take for us. RenoCollierComedy.com for more about that, man. And don't forget to treat yourself now at BobandTomStore.com. The Bob and Tom hoodies, hooded zips, great for these winter evenings. Collared work shirts, the Bob and Tom Show hat. Adjustable, fits any size head. The clothing size is small, up to 4XL, even 5XL. Just go to BobandTomStore.com to see the latest and greatest merchandise. If you have a Bob and Tom fan in your life, that's where you head to get them the merch. BobandTomStore.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Players and fans across the NFL pay tribute to Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin yesterday. First time most across the league resumed playing since the terrifying cardiac arrest during a game last Monday night. Hamlin's number 3 on display everywhere across the league. And the NFL's Week 18 saved its best drama for the final weekend. Detroit Lions rallied to beat Green Bay 20-16, knocking the Packers out of playoff contention. And Lovie Smith has been fired as coach of the Houston Texans last night after just one season. The team goes 3-13-1. And tonight, number 1, Georgia, and number 3, TCU in the NCAA College Football Championships. NBA winners last night: Philly, Toronto, Indiana, Brooklyn, Memphis, Minnesota, Oklahoma City, Cleveland, and Atlanta. Top 25 college basketball: number 1, Purdue, number 2, Houston win. Northwestern upset number 15, Indiana, and Maryland beat number 24, Ohio State. And NHL winners in regulation: Winnipeg, Dallas, Washington, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Toronto, and Boston. And the Blackhawks get a win over Calgary in overtime, 4-3. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true,
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can just guess you're obviously an athlete of some sort.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that cardiovascular. I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Steve Iott is here with us. You look like a clean liver, but you said that you used to be a smoker, which I find surprising.
I used to smoke cigarettes. I enjoy the occasional cocktail.
Do you know? What's your drink of choice? You look like a kind of a shandy thing, or
A shandy?
martini.
That's no compliment, is it?
Bitters at 5. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm a beer guy. Beer guy.
You know?
Yeah. I used to drink way too much. I'd get all these stories where people tell me what I did before. And it's always embarrassing. One time I was really drunk. I put a $5 bill in my mouth, and I had a dancer take it out of my mouth with her butt.
Mm-hmm.
It's very embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's very. It also ruined my niece's recital. It really was, completely horrific.
Yikes.
What's wrong with that? Come on. Hey, I say, move your recital. Okay?
Wow. That's great.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can guess you're obviously an athlete.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 20.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room. There's
Hey.
Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and Tom is currently engaged somewhere else. I don't know.
I'm right here. I'm back.
Good to see you.
Good to see
you. Have a nice weekend?
I did.
Did you? What'd you do?
Found my underwear.
Yeah, that's always a good weekend. When you go, where's my underwear? And then you find it. You're like, yeah.
Again, I need to explain. We are not living in our home right now. We sold my house, moved out. Place I'm moving to is not yet ready yet.
This is not my beautiful home.
I'm living in someone
Not
else's
my
house, and
beautiful
I
wife.
couldn't find any underwear.
Got to keep ahead of the revenuers.
So I actually had some in a drawer here in the building.
Cool.
Well, thanks.
So now
for
what are you going to
telling
do
me
tomorrow?
that.
Keep your drawers in a drawer.
Now, how
Did you
can
go
I
buy new underwear?
Can
No, I
you
found
come into a building that you know his underwear is in that building? I don't think so.
I don't even
It's
think
all
about
clean.
it.
Yeah, clean socks, clean underwear, clean shirts.
Very nice.
Making a getaway?
Brand new
about
clean
pants?
or
You got a
clean?
wig?
And I got a
and
pair of
hair
pants.
dye?
Just in case. I got everything I need here.
Just in case.
What was the old? Remember when moms, I guess back in the day, used to say, "Hey, make sure you're wearing clean underwear in case you get in an accident."
Yep. Sure.
What a strange thing to say.
What if the accident causes you to
Have an accident?
Yeah, sure.
I think that's very common.
Do you carry extra clothes in your car too, just in case?
No, just my gym bag. So I've got shorts and
Okay.
that. I had to use that the one time.
Yeah, but your workout gear is a whole nother time.
Right.
Shorts, golf shirt.
I was thinking about you over the
polo
weekend.
shirt.
I was thinking about. I'm really excited for you to have a new home.
Me too.
Yeah.
I hope it
Do we
happens
get to
this
see
year.
this one?
I really would like to come over and look at it.
Are you going to have a housewarming party? Like,
Yeah. You might want to pencil in July.
All right.
24.
we'll make it a pool party. It'll be perfect.
We're looking forward to it. But in the meantime, yes, I have underwear. I have socks. Haven't showered yet today. I'll go and get.
How's the kitchen?
Okay, so why aren't you showering there? I don't understand that.
I don't want to wake everybody up.
Oh, yeah, that water.
What?
And the bathroom is freezing cold.
Yeah, that's.
Put a space heater in there.
There is one.
In the shower.
Oh, wait, there is one in there.
And take your time in that shower, will you?
There's a space heater in that place because the
what does that do? Heat the space?
Yes,
that's cool.
The circulation of the house is poorly designed. So
same with my legs.
The main
Okay.
bedroom.
You know what?
Is,
You know what? No. You know what? I'm going to say it now. He has been talking about this house and how everything's different. And first thing out of his mouth this morning, well, this whole place is just so poorly constructed. Now these people have said, and arguably it's not because of you. Believe me.
Yeah.
They said you could live at our home, and here you
Free
come.
home.
I'm just saying.
Home.
I'm just saying whoever designed the heating and air conditioning didn't do a very good job. You shouldn't have one room 10 degrees colder than the rest. Sorry.
No, that is odd. That shouldn't happen. I wonder what's going on there. Chick, what do you think?
They forgot to
Why do you think they designed it that
Tom,
way?
that is odd. Why is that so odd?
Did they not put ductwork in that?
It's not you.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's not you and anything you're doing. Pushing a button that says chill bathroom. No, I'm sure that's not you doing that.
And you're exaggerating. It's not 10 degrees.
There's no
It's
way.
freezing.
Is it the master bedroom?
You can't
the
call it that. You can't call it that anymore.
We
the
received
primary bedroom?
Now, didn't you say earlier that you were at Costco and you saw someone with an amazing amount of rolls of toilet paper?
Hundreds of rolls.
Hundreds, and you talked to them and they didn't say, they didn't explain why they had so many. A listener sent in this text. Is it possible Tom mistook an employee unloading a pallet of toilet paper at Costco for a fellow shopper?
He knew the guy.
He knew the guy.
I knew the guy and his
Is
wife.
it possible he doesn't really know that person?
Or that he thought it was the guy?
He thought it was the guy that he knew.
And the guy was kind enough just
and
to
the guy was just like, look, I don't know who this guy is. He acts like
These would
really
be possible
knows me,
things,
though,
but
so.
in this case, it's someone I know.
Well, it's very possible he was buying it for a business.
Guy had a name tag. That's why you
where
know
people go. Business owners buy their things at Costco.
But wouldn't you, if you ran in,
No.
if I ran into you at Costco,
I wouldn't explain what was in my cart.
Tell me why you had a gigantic push basket cart full of.
Why didn't you ask?
No.
You knew the guy. Why do you? Hey, what's with all the toilet
why
paper?
didn't you ask?
Yeah, why didn't
You're
you?
so
What's
interested.
Hey, what's with all the toilet paper?
Yeah.
We got listeria? What's going on over there?
Tease him a little.
This is the first time you ever chose to mind your own business, and that's fascinating to me.
And we're hearing about it years later.
Yeah. The rest of the story gets real ugly.
Well, let's.
Who knows?
He just told me.
I know. I know the
Christy,
story.
am I right?
Yes.
Okay. You don't want to hear the rest.
All right.
No.
Let's just keep it funny. Maybe he was going to TP a house or something, right? Maybe
There
that's
you
why I had
go.
all the toilet paper.
Okay. The big house.
Did someone die? Is someone dead in the story?
No, it sounds like
The big house is prison. Prison, Willie.
Was he going or somebody he knew?
He went.
He went.
Never mind. Time to move on.
Well, maybe he was fashioning all that toilet paper into
If you're just
corks.
joining us,
I'm sorry, Christy.
if you're just joining us, we talked about the old Nazi map that is sparking a treasure hunt in the Netherlands. We also have archaeologists discovering a tunnel beneath an Egyptian temple they believe might lead to Cleopatra's tomb.
No, are they not? They don't know where she is?
Not yet.
Wow.
Egyptian authorities recently announced that Dr. Kathleen Martinez and her team uncovered the 4,281-foot tunnel located 43 feet underground. Archaeologists also found a complex of tunnels leading to the Mediterranean Sea and sunken structures.
What could this be?
She said exploring these underwater structures will be the next stage of her nearly 20-year-long search for Cleopatra.
Wow.
It's just an underground shopping mall or whatever back in the day.
Wow.
Used to be a Toys R Us.
Oh.
Isn't there a
Circuit
curse?
City.
Isn't there a famous curse, though, on this?
I mean, I would think any of these things are
I would think any. Yeah, you don't want to mess with a mummy's tomb.
No, you don't.
No.
Have they learned nothing?
I saw the movie. God, it was terrifying.
El Chapo's going to go buy in a Sea-Doo.
How did El Chapo get dragged?
I think it's tunnels.
Didn't he escape on a mini bike in that tunnel? Remember that?
Right.
That famous video? He disappears around the corner.
Yeah,
and then,
in a tunnel, not on a ski-doo.
well, this is underwater, right?
Yeah.
These tunnels are underwater.
The tunnels are
That'd be pretty
underwater.
scary. Swimming in an underwater tunnel. What if there's an earthquake and the whole thing Yikes.
Yeah.
It sounds like another movie for Nicolas Cage.
Sure does. Man's busy.
He's very busy. Officials in California are saying a pair of arson suspects accidentally set themselves on fire.
Hey guys, I think we're doing this wrong.
While pouring gasoline onto a Bakersfield business. Bakersfield now reports that security video captured at the scene shows the two individuals pouring gasoline around the Immigration Services building.
Here's the video. Look at them. They're running all around.
One of the suspects ignites the gasoline, sets the building ablaze only to accidentally set fire to themselves.
Jake, do you want to explain the gasoline rule?
It doesn't burn, it explodes. Okay, that's why we use it to power.
Yeah.
Even though the government has cars that run on water, we have to use gasoline.
That's right. Well,
the fire was put out in about 10 minutes. Suspects have not been identified, and it's unclear how injured they were by the fire. Ugh.
We need to take up something less dangerous, like money laundering or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's terrible. As Willie pointed out, if they do a police lineup, the guy with the singed hair and no eyebrows.
Yeah. I think it was him.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
He's just smoking.
A beachgoer in Australia found a small but deadly octopus in her bathing suit. Perth Now reports Miss Lisa Bryant was swimming at South Beach in Fremantle when she found a shell and tucked it into her suit for safekeeping.
Oh.
After feeling some irritation,
what the hell is this?
Bryant said she pulled the shell out and saw a blue-ringed octopus emerge. Despite its small size, a bite from a blue-ringed octopus can cause numbness and even death.
You've seen these, Christy. I think we've talked about them.
Yes, we have.
They're wild.
Luckily, Bryant had not been bitten. Realizing her close call, she cautioned other beachgoers to not be, quote, tempted to souvenir any shells from the seabed. Yeah.
God.
The seabed? Oh, SEA. Okay.
Yes. She tucked it in her bikini bottom.
Right, that's why I thought seabed.
She's lucky.
Yeah.
Grim. I guess you can't feel it at first, and then all of a sudden you start going numb, and it's really scary.
Yeah. Oh, the bite from the octopus. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, blue rings are really little, but yeah.
Tell us about it, Pat, in the form
song?
of a song.
She was looking for shells in the ocean. She found one right there in the sea. She tucked it in the top of her swimsuit. Felt like she was stung by a bee. 2, 3, 4, tell the people why you saw. It was an octopus. Hey, I'm sorry, future crispy calamari that she found in her swimsuit today. It was a slimy, looby, scuba doobie octopus that bit her boobie. So at the hospital, she had to stay. 2, 3, 4, I am done. There is no more.
Thank you very much. Yeah, did she put it in the top or the bottom?
I don't know. Does it say?
Let me see. I'm reading it now.
Well, maybe the bottom.
I just assumed the bottom.
I mean, it was an octopus.
In her bathers. This is a British story. What is a bather? Bathers.
British bather is a, it's...
is that the bottom part?
Oh, is it really?
That's in Bath, England.
Take to a beach with you.
Yeah, I would think. There's no known...
there's more.
There's no known... anti-venom for this particular bite if you get bit.
Wow.
Little tiny little critter.
Yeah,
they are
tiny
small,
thing.
and they look like a full-size octopus, just tiny.
Yeah.
They're cute. They're real cute.
You think they might want to get on the anti-venom?
Yeah, somebody start working on that?
Somebody hack up a pineapple and use an enzyme? Can we get on this?
They're working on like the giant sharks that bite your leg off right now.
How often is that going to happen?
Well, there is serious danger. There have only been a handful of confirmed casualties from a blue-ringed bite.
I got to tell you, this sounds more dangerous to me than a shark. You see a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
You innocently pick up a shell and shove it up your hoo, and then the next thing you know, you're...
Oh, she shoved it up her hoo.
Well, how else is she going to hold on
she
to it?
She may have tucked it into her bikini bottom.
Yeah, shell. Yeah.
Clamshell, yeah.
A clamshell.
Isn't that movie Octopussy?
Yeah.
How'd they get away with that, by the way?
I have no idea.
I wondered that from the first time I saw the advertisement.
I can't imagine the gasps in the theater. James Bond in Octopussy. Good God. They're not even trying anymore.
Marjorie, get your coat.
Yeah, really, that's the thing. It was like, the name of the one Bond, the woman, Pussy Galore.
Yeah.
It's like he submitted that as a joke, thinking, well, they'll scratch this off. And then they took it and we're going to run with that. Really? Wow. How about Snatch Factory?
Octopussy came out in 1983.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who played Octopus?
I think I can.
Sure.
I think I can. Hemingway? Was it a Hemingway?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, the villain, was that the name of the villain?
I don't know. It just says Octopussy, and there's her face.
I thought, you know.
Is this the Roger Moore era?
It is Roger Moore as James Bond,
So I
the
wouldn't
true
have seen
James
it.
Bond.
I thought
The
it was
worst
like
James Bond.
I think I know.
Who was it, Pat?
Maud Adams?
Nope, it was Maud Adams.
Ah.
Oh.
What's she famous for besides being Octopussy?
Famous fashion model.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a General Orloff in it. Louis Jourdan is in it as Khan. That sounds like a bad guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
A spy film in the 13th in the James Bond series. It's the 6th James Bond to star Roger Moore as the MI6 agent.
You didn't like him, did you?
My goodness.
Oh, at all? You didn't like him at all?
He was pretty good.
Oh, nah.
They're entertaining.
Not my era.
I see.
He has another theory about Roger Moore, and it's really troubling.
He was great. He was great in The Saint. He was very good in The Saint.
Simon Templar?
Yes. I'm sorry.
I was amazed during The Saint. It was on NBC, and there was a certain point in every Saint episode where they'd stop, and he'd stop and stare up. Remember this? He'd stare off camera up, and they'd put a little circle over his head. Like he was the Saint. Yeah, and I was like, how are they doing that? That's amazing.
Did you see the movie with Val Kilmer?
I did not.
I guess he's dying, huh?
Oh, that's.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it is sad.
Really?
Yeah, I think
He had some really bad throat cancer.
Oh, sorry to
didn't
hear
he?
that. I did not know that.
Did you not see the second match?
We'll talk about him in a month or so.
Let's lighten the mood here. Hang on a second. That feels good.
Val Kilmer's dying. Yes, he is.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, those not the words?
Yes, he is. One guy saying the one.
Okay, I can get Josh to come around very easily.
Yeah.
To get Josh to come around.
Oh, I don't know what you think. Why would this ever?
Come on! Don't you dare ruin Paul Collins. Wait a minute.
Josh, they do that sound on the keyboard live. Baby, hit a rip for you, baby.
Make another shot, get lit for you, baby.
Yeah. Now, we're getting him in here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Oh, will he do that for us?
Yes.
Would he let you duet with him?
We will find out.
Get it for me, baby, and then throw your arm up like that.
Well, he's got some moves himself. So.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
You're friends with the drummer, right?
Well, I don't like to air my... we're very good friends. Yeah. He's a fan of mine. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Wow. That is something.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He's the one.
Speaking of which...
He is the one.
Speaking of which, fandom out there, we got some cool shows coming up this weekend. Willie G and Patty G together on Friday evening at the famous One Night Stands. It's Friday and Saturday? Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. A big weekend in Waterford, Michigan at One Night Stands. That'll be cool. And then Josh coming up Saturday the 21st at the Meyer Theater in Green Bay. That's right. Laugh away your sorrows. Sorry to hear about that last night. It'll be Greg Hahn, one of my favorite human beings when he's on stage, and Dave Dyer, fireman / comedian.
When he's on stage.
Yeah, so Greg Hahn.
You don't care for him.
You don't care for him. You don't like. You
I like him. I like him very much.
If you want to talk to me, get on stage.
It was an interesting addendum.
But when he's on stage, I don't think there's anybody funnier. He just makes me howl.
Oh, yes,
it's indescribable. It's not sort of sophisticated observational comedy. Did you ever notice when you're out? It's just this crazy thing that he does. I'm telling you, go see it. If you don't laugh, you really need to go see someone because there must be something wrong with you. We also have Greg Warren out there. He'll be in Toledo in a couple of weeks, and I'll tell you about some more stuff, including Kostaki. Greg Warren, by the way, typically calls at this time on Mondays. But
where the hell is he?
Don't.
A little something come up. He's at the free clinic. He'll be okay.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Three or four shots will fix him.
Oh.
Do you want to give me the teaser, Christy?
Tease us, baby.
We have a flying squirrel in the news. We have cat on a plane. We had snake on a plane earlier. Now we have a cat. We have a guy dying his dog like a Pikachu character. We have a bear under a deck. And we have some coffee news. A couple of coffee stories, actually.
One including the TV show Friends.
That's right.
All right.
If you're a big fan, they've got something for you coming out. Right now, I want to talk about sleeping. Do a quick survey here. Chick McGee, your sleep number setting is what?
100. I like that firm mattress, Tom.
And then conversely, Christy Lee?
40.
It's exactly the almost exact opposite.
Almost.
That's a soft mattress. But you guys, if you were a couple, one side could be 40, one side could be 100. That's the beauty of the Sleep Number bed. Everybody's happy. With the new year, you got to have a new resolution about maybe getting some more sleep. It's going to have a positive impact on your overall health. Make great sleep one of your big goals for 2023. And this time of year, kind of a cozy time for sleeping, extra layers of blankets. Yes, they call it good sleeping weather. Choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. You can have your best day every day if you get plenty of proven quality sleep every night. And now Sleep Number's lowest prices of the season have arrived. The Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is just $899. You'll save $200 if you act now. You'll find that, of course, only at the Sleep Number store nearest you. To find that, go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. I love my Sleep Number bed. You'll love yours too. They last longer and they're adjustable. It's like having 40 mattresses in one. Plus, there are a lot of different types of Sleep Number beds that do different things. You want to go to the Sleep Number store to find out what I'm talking about, or check it out online, sleepnumber.com/BT show. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something?
I tell you, I am single now. This came up. We'll talk about it more later.
I'm sorry.
You're not going to be able to stop me. It's come out. But I tell you this much right now. I am trying to talk to girls. Yeah. And I'm young. I can talk to young girls. You ever looked at a young girl? They're great. They're great.
Yeah. Sure.
You ever talk to one? It's like torture. It's like having a conversation with a baby, except babies don't have dumb ideas yet. It's like if my nephew all of a sudden was misinformed about politics and had dumb dog stories. It'd be like I was on a date with him. They don't even know what to say, but I'll get to the naked picture in a second. I was talking to a girl. We were at a pool, a place that has pool tables. I go, hey, do you play pool? And she goes, I had sex on a pool table once.
Oh, wow.
That's a weird way to say you don't play pool. I don't even know how to respond. Was it a league? What is that? How do I go to that? What? I'm glad I didn't ask if she played ping pong.
Yeah.
But that pictures thing.
Yeah, you got to be careful who you send naked pictures
With
to.
these young chicks, they'll send naked pictures.
Yeah.
You can do it. You don't even have to. I was just texting back and forth with a girl, and she's like, hey, I like you or whatever. Do you want to see some good pictures? Hey, yeah, semicolon, close parenthesis, I do. And then she sends a few of them. And I'm like, hey, these are hot.
Yeah.
And then she's got short hair in one and long hair in the other. They just keep them on file like W-2s. From now on, send me your boobs and today's newspaper.
Yeah,
I want to feel
see
special.
them with today's headlines. Yeah.
You want to know that they're fresh.
Bob and Tom Show. Imagine that. The first voice you hear in the morning, Christy Lee, doing the news, waking you up as you roll out of bed, and you are already tuned in to Bob and Tom 24/7. Sound like a plan? Well, then let's get it done. The Bob and Tom Show app, again, free and available in the iTunes and Google Play Store, depending on your mobile device. And have a little fun. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Cage the Elephant singer Matt Schultz has been charged with criminal weapons possession after police found 2 loaded guns at a New York City hotel Thursday. A criminal complaint says Schultz was seen in the hotel lobby pulling a gun from his front pants pocket. The complaint says a search warrant turned up 2 loaded .45 caliber handguns in a bag in a hotel room. Schultz was arraigned Friday and is due in court on Wednesday. 8 is Enough actor Adam Rich has died in Los Angeles at the age of 54. His death is under investigation but is not considered suspicious. Rich played Nicholas Bradford, the youngest of 8 children on 8 is Enough, which ran from 1977 to 1981. And Avatar: The Way of Water brought in another $45 million this weekend, making it number 1 at the box office for a 4th straight week. It's passed the $500 million mark domestically and has earned $1.7 billion globally. Looks like we might get a third. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Ace Cosby says his boxers have been ruined by his gas. They are full of holes and shredded from his toxic flatulence. They're mutilated when he cuts one in his cheapness and his shame. I'm farting, only the waistband still remains. La la la. We all think that it's a lie. Chick, do you have that fart thing going? La la la. La 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 la. We all think it's a lie.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air, it's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Do you remember the dramatic rescue of baby Jessica when she fell down the well? Remember she was 18 months old?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, baby Jessica is a baby no longer. She was married over the weekend.
No kidding.
She is now 19 years old, and she apparently tied the knot Saturday at a rural church outside Midland, Texas. She's 19. Her husband, 32-year-old Daniel Morales.
I bet they're on City Walk.
Chick, I forgive you for everything you've ever done. Bravo, Chick McGee.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, only another 12 years. Till the next one. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Baby Jessica.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
My wife and I will miss staying up and watching Ted Copulate. Ted Copulate. During rerun week, my wife spends her days wondering which episode will Channel 4 play. And every night after Ted's climax, we switch to Leno's show and we always ask, how nice would it be to BJ? How nice would it be to BJ?
Was I right?
Mrs. K?
I'm not disappointed.
How about that?
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom.
I'll tell you why in a minute.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
I'm looking for something right now. Can't say what it is, but...
can we help you find it?
I think maybe Dean can. I'll
okay.
get on it for you in just a second.
If there's anything we can do, just let us know.
A special thanks to Willie, writes, let's see here, Tina.
What'd I do?
Yes.
She said, first things first, Christy, what kind of lipstick do you have on?
Boy, I have to look it up. I'll have to let you know.
She wants to know. She apparently she thinks.
Is it something called Broken Promises or something?
No.
She goes on to say,
it's Maybelline 24-hour stay.
Fumbling in the dark.
And Tina goes on, thanks, guys, for the semi-annual laughs.
That's so funny.
That's pretty good.
Tina, it's Superstay 24 color Maybelline. And it's color number 15.
Why can't it be true?
Oh, I thought you were born with it.
By the way, did
Maybelline.
Chuck Berry get the name of that tune from that makeup?
I do not know.
Or does it?
Or the other way around.
I don't know.
I don't know.
P.S. writes Tina.
Yes.
Special thanks to Willie for ruining the song "Hold On Loosely" for me.
Oh.
Once again, that's a great song from 38 Special.
It is a song.
It's my favorite song about masturbating.
Willie contends that's about self-pleasure. I
think it's about not smothering somebody.
Right, exactly.
Thank you, Pat.
You have to
I think
hold on
Willie's onto
loosely.
something.
Trust me.
Yeah, okay.
Makes perfect sense. What he's
boy.
saying.
Now well, thank you very much for the nice letter, Tina. And
Are you going to agree with everybody in the room? Is that what you've become?
I was just trying to be silly, and it stopped the show for some reason, and now we're going back to it.
Okay, sorry. We have Chris Dealey at the news desk. Have we missed anything in the news?
Yes. An animal removal expert in Virginia extracted a flying squirrel that was found inside a couple's toilet. Richard Berry, owner of Virginia Wildlife Management and Control, received the call about an unknown animal trapped inside a toilet. Perry told Fox TV stations that when he arrived at the residence, he found the small animal barely swimming inside the toilet bowl. He was able to remove the flying squirrel without issue. Perry still has no idea how the flying squirrel managed to get stuck, but he said the animal was able to squeeze into a hole about the size of a quarter. Tom, do you want to weigh in on this?
Yeah, it happened to me with a regular squirrel.
Yeah.
I still don't believe this.
What happened here?
Well, you listen and you decide.
At my old
All
house,
right.
the one on top of the hill, Willie.
Yes.
That old one. When you would walk down the stairs, you could see into the parlor bathroom right there by the front door.
You can see directly into the parlor.
What do you call the bathroom?
Well, I call it the parlor.
Foyer.
But I'm saying there's a bathroom.
little half bath.
There's a bathroom in the main floor.
There's a murder in Savannah.
So I'm coming down the stairs.
Yes, sir.
And I see this obviously brownish thing in the toilet, and I assume
that'll happen.
I assume that one of the boys has failed to flush, which is a common problem in anyone who's a parent.
No, it was Willie.
And I go into the bathroom, and I'll recreate what happened. I went because there was a dead squirrel in the toilet.
Well, how'd that happen?
Stinking to high head.
Well, the guy explained it to me that whatever those things are that stick out of your
It's
roof.
an exhaust pipe for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It crawled down and fell in there.
Oh, I see.
But it scared the hell out of me.
I've never been more alive as he's crawling on top of the vent.
Did you get it out
This
yourself?
is the best day of my life.
Yeah,
or did you call someone?
No, I put on
Hazmat suit?
I put on it was like that scene in a Boogie. No, wait, what's the movie where they not Boogie Nights?
Does it matter?
I'm
What's
so
the
tired
Tarantino movie where they have to clean
Pulp
up
Fiction?
Pulp Fiction, where they clean up the car
Yeah.
with the body in it. Yeah, I put on big gloves. I got some salad tongs, and then a garbage can with a plastic liner.
I'm trying to remember if I had salad at your house.
I grabbed the dead squirrel because I was afraid it was going to come back to life. I put it and the solid tongs and the gloves in the bag, wrapped it up, and threw it away.
Threw the gloves away, too.
I threw the gloves, everything. I didn't want anything to do with it. Did some obscure.
Were they like black cooking gloves that are supposed to be thrown away, or was it like gardening gloves?
No, they were like those big rubber gloves you wear to do the dishes. I didn't want to have anything to do with that squirrel or anything else. It was disgusting. And then the guy came over and he put some kind of cap on that thing on the roof. So
Yeah, that's good.
So
yeah, keep them out of there. Yeah.
You got big gloves to do the dishes?
Playtex living gloves?
yeah, those
remember?
yellow gloves. You don't have them?
Well, let's review.
Latex living
He's got the
gloves.
big gloves to do the dishes and to remove dead squirrels in toilets. He's got the goggles to when he makes bacon. He wears the goggles. You have the hammer for your breakfast shredded wheat.
You put the shredded wheat in a little baggie, take the hammer, beat it up, and then
Sure you do. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you put it in a smoothie that way, or do you eat it like cereal?
Cereal.
Do the kids see you do this?
Of course.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's one of my little girls loves my little. She calls it daddy cereal. Little grape nuts, little shredded wheat.
How's that dinette set coming? You've got all four legs.
Joyless meal, isn't it?
A lot of
When you beat,
little crumbled up dry saltine on there. You know.
when you beat the cereal with a hammer, are you thinking about anybody? Are you thinking about anything?
No, I just do that.
Is it like a quick, or is it like a slow mother son of a?
Actually, it's the latter. I never thought about the psychological implications of it. But yeah, that's.
Can you do that at the new place, the temporary housing? Do you have your hammer?
No, he can't make any noise.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you can't.
I slept out this morning. No shower, no breakfast.
Yeah, we know you didn't shower.
Shake.
No shake.
You just slipped out, huh?
I've got the blender, but I'm gonna have to put it in the basement so I don't wake anybody up.
Boy.
Because I make my shakes, it's ice, a frozen banana, and then a bunch of other stuff.
Right.
And it makes a lot of noise when the ice breaks up in the blender.
Oh, I can't do 6 more months of this. Oh, my God.
It's a blender in the basement.
So 1 bedroom?
You and Leatherface are the only 2 people that have blenders in the basement.
No, I'm going to put it. I'll take it down there. I got to get organized. Once again, I'm living in temporary quarters. I want to say very much thank you to those who are allowing us to do this.
Yes.
May have to get
but your construction of your home is subpar.
Yes, we've heard.
Just the HVAC.
You going to leave some upper deckers when you move out?
Oh, you got to. You got to.
You know what an upper decker is? Really?
Yeah, it's when you poop in the top part of the toilet. Then when you flush, the poop hilariously goes into the main part of the toilet.
And it just keeps doing that until all the poop's gone. But man, is it funny until then? And it doesn't really hurt anything.
Who developed that and never got credit for it?
I don't know. It's a brilliant.
I'm guessing someone at a frat house. Okay.
So if this home has a basement, maybe you could sleep down there and have your own little area.
It's probably freezing, right?
How about this? Why don't you take some time off? A couple years. Just relax.
Okay, let's move on. What else have you got, Christy?
Well, coming up, we have a cat that was lost on a plane. We also have...
You know what you call that? A cat lost in a plane?
What?
A good start.
Aww, that's not very nice.
Chick doesn't care for those.
Are you a Celine Dion fan?
Nope. Huge. The biggest Celine Dion fan.
Well, there are some pretty upset Celine Dion
I would like
fans.
to see a cat claw Celine Dion's face.
You know, she has some songs that sound like that.
They could find an angle of it, though.
We'll go.
And the Friends have a new, just timely product coming out if you're a fan of the show.
I'm a big fan of Friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. And
what are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
We
Not
also
naughty.
have which one we can do the Gilligan's Island question for you.
Okay.
You know, Marianne or Ginger.
Yeah.
I think the answer is Marianne.
Oh.
On
In
Friends.
your mind.
Oh man, I would go Aniston. Yeah, Rachel. Sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's a tough
that'd
one.
be
I
my
don't
choice.
find any of them.
I think they're all very attractive. Christy Lee, the boys and Friends. Which one?
Boy.
Guy at the coffee shop with the blonde hair.
Oh,
Gunther?
Gunther, yeah.
No, I'm not going for Gunther.
You're a Chandler. You're a Chandler.
Am I a Chandler?
Yeah, you're
okay.
Put up with Ross.
I'm going for Phoebe's brother, Frank Ribisi. Man, I love him on that show. He's great.
Giovanni.
Ribisi. Frank is his name. Yeah.
Okay, good. When we come back, we'll figure out what we're talking about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
I was just kind of curious if you'd done any straight sort of. And now this from ABC News. No?
I'd like to. BBC News in London. I'm Lakshmi Singh. Now a word from Haifa with James Pettigrew.
See, you can do it.
I could do it, sure.
Sounds a little sarcastic, but...
Yes, well, then to actually get all the words not all jumbly-wumbly, I think that's a problem. I'd have to have a constant script.
Yeah.
I think I'd have problems talking off the cuff intelligently about world issues.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're here.
Yes, exactly.
And now, the latest from Greece.
Yes,
with Maria Bamford.
In English! I'd like to order dessert with milk, please.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I could say say something in Hindi. Ki hale kuta permilangi. Hello, dog. Goodbye.
That's what I got out of 4 years of Spanish.
Yeah.
Hola.
Dog, goodbye.
Well, it's hi, Frank. Hello. Hola, Paco. Que tal? Yeah.
Very handy, very handy.
Yeah,
Do you speak a foreign language?
Well, I went to a meetup group where they you're supposed to learn Spanish, but no one was a fluent speaker, so we ended up speaking sort of pretend Spanish, like sí, no, ay. It's like, oh my God, I'm really good at pretend languages.
Yeah, great.
Miss California hit with a more turbulent weather as thunderstorms, snow, and damaging winds swept into the northern part of the state. Sunday's system preceded another series of incoming storms this week that raised the potential for flooding, rising rivers, and mudslides on soils already saturated after days of rain. In the state capital, more than 60,000 customers without electricity after gusts topping 60 miles per hour knocked down power lines. A major highway in the eastern Sierra closed because of whiteout conditions. The storms won't be enough to officially end California's ongoing drought, but they certainly have helped. The Suez Canal Authority says a cargo ship that went aground in the Egyptian waterway has now been refloated. Canal services firm Leth Agency said Monday the MV Glory ran aground near the city of Cantera in the Suez Canal province of Ismailia. The head of Canal Authority says the Glory suffered a technical failure and the canal deployed 4 tugboats to help refloat it. The vessel being withdrawn to a nearby maritime park to fix the problem. Officials have no details on what caused the vessel to run aground. Parts of Egypt, including the northern provinces, experienced a wave of bad weather on Sunday. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to soul.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Matt Weinhold is our guest, wow.
I still love Star Trek. Do you guys keep up with any of that stuff?
I'm not a
Star Trek
Trekkie
and Babylon
fan, no.
5 and all that. I love all that stuff. Pretty much anything that will not get me laid, I'm into. But I actually have had sex, which sort of makes me like the Fonzie of the Star Trek convention. You know, these conventions.
Oh, man, it's Matt. He's been with a girl.
Right. I actually bring a girl into these things. Say, where'd you meet her? On the internet? No. I met her at a bar.
Whoa!
We're not worthy.
Oh, that's great.
Things are so complicated. Remember the good old days when all you needed for romance was a van and some chloroform?
Sure.
Yes! What happened to those days?
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Right now, we've got Bert Chalice as our guest. No, I know you do live in
Cincinnati.
Did you drive here from
Cincinnati? Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because, you know, I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon. You know,
sure.
And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. You know? No rear view mirror because nothing will be behind you, believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people, you know. They go by and bullwhip you, you know.
Sorry, they don't have horns.
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, you know, those horse-drawn carriages, you know, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
Dave Cooperman is here with us.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great.
Dave, a young guy, young comedian, good-looking guy, married man, I understand.
I am.
How's that going?
Right now, we're working on having kids and stuff. And,
Cool.
But we're having some trouble, you know, and she's blaming me because she's not getting pregnant. And I'm like, honey, you realize we actually have to have sex, okay? Screwing with my head will not make you pregnant. How many times I got beat the point home? So we're thinking about, you know, we're talking about kids. Even naming a kid is a challenge if we have one, you know. I want my kid to know he's both Jewish and Chinese. The best I've come up with so far is cha-ching. Maybe a lump sum.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Hello, Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. We have some animal stuff coming up here. I got one for you, Christy. You haven't seen this one yet. St. Petersburg, Florida is our dateline. 2 mounted police officers are patrolling the downtown area in the middle of the night when the 27-year-old suspect allegedly walked up behind one of the horses and slapped him in the rear with an open hand.
Oh.
Not a good idea.
You see it in the movies.
Well, you know.
Yeah, if you want your horse to take off.
By the way, this is interesting. The horses have been outfitted with red and blue flashing lights.
Cool.
And the police department insignia, so it was quite clear these were mounted police officers. He was arrested for battery on a police horse.
Okay.
Aw, poor little horse.
If you get arrested and the cop is riding a police horse, do you just have to hold on behind the cop as he takes you in?
That's right.
That's kind of cute.
They issue you a skateboard, and you, I don't know.
You hold on loosely.
You hold on.
Oh, thank you. It's part of that new game show, Mentally Unstable or Intoxicated.
Stable. Horse. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm guessing intoxicated.
I am too.
Would be. Now, you said you got some animal stuff over there?
A United Airlines flight attendant is going viral after she caught a passenger's cat
They prefer to be called stewardesses.
that escaped during the flight. According to Storyfold, the incident occurred on a flight from Dallas to San Francisco last month. Video captured by a passenger shows the flight attendant picking up a wandering tabby, which had reportedly been strolling down the aisle in first class.
See, this is the same reason I don't think you should be allowed to have snakes on a plane.
The flight attendant
Like
then
the story
carries
earlier.
the animal down the aisle, asking if anyone is missing a cat. It managed to wriggle free and bolt down the aisle again before its owner finally walks up to the front of the plane to claim the wayward feline. Yes.
Well, I like to get it out of its crate and stretch its legs. That's right.
This is your captain speaking. Here, kitty. This is insane.
Did you see it? And she's carrying it like this, like
Way out.
yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, if you missed it earlier, TSA agents at Tampa International Airport discovered an emotional support boa constrictor in a passenger's luggage. The 4-foot-long reptile was coiled up in the passenger's carry-on when it went through the X-ray machine. They
Minding its own business.
Well, that can't happen. The woman claimed the snake named Bartholomew was her emotional support animal. However, once the airline was notified by the TSA, the airline refused to let her have the snake on the plane.
So did they confiscate it, or did she?
I don't know if she didn't go on her trip or what she did. No, I don't know if she called a
Probably
friend.
Got a flight on a more reasonable airline.
Oh, you think it's? Oh, really? Okay. All right.
I'm cool with a snake on an airplane as long as it's wearing some kind of sock and makes it look like it's in like a little turtleneck, essentially.
Oh,
Then
wouldn't
I
that
think
be cute?
it's
Yeah.
cute. It's
Yeah.
fun. I'm all in.
How about a beret?
A snake in a beret is wonderful.
And it says, "Don't pet me. I'm working."
A tiny, tiny beret.
That's right.
How would he keep it on his head, though? He doesn't have a chin.
Oh, come on, stapler. Come on.
Many animal costumes can be fixed with a stake.
Squirrel on the surfboard. Whatever that was.
A Florida man was cited for dyeing his pet dog's coat to look like a Pokemon character, Pikachu. According to NBC Miami, Eric Torres went viral after bringing his pet Pomeranian to a Miami Heat game. First of all, who brings their dog to an NBA game?
What male owns a Pomeranian?
He loves Tyler Hero. It's his favorite player.
However, the dog had already gotten the attention of local authorities. Miami-Dade Animal Services Assistant Director Kathleen Labrada told NBC6, quote, "It's unlawful for any person to possess, sell, or otherwise transfer within the county any dyed or artificially colored rabbit or other animal." Wow.
What a weird.
Yeah.
Who's dying rabbits?
That's right.
Drug dealers? I'd say probably drug dealers are dying their rabbits.
We had a big problem with rabbit dying back in the late 70s. I'm telling you.
How bizarre.
Officials spotted the painted-up dog during an inspection of Torres's puppy store and later issued him a citation that carries a fine of $200. He intends to appeal the citation. I know someone that has a poodle that she keeps it pink on the top of her head and
Poor dog.
little feet.
Is she married?
No.
I was going to say you had a lot of tall buildings around here.
Well, there goes
Widow.
life. Never mind. I didn't know it was illegal. That's quite.
Yeah, but it's apparently there must be some reason people were dying rabbits.
Well, didn't you get a dyed rabbit's foot?
I was going to
when you
say
were a
that
kid?
those were often different colors.
Right.
I assumed that was after they
stopped using real rabbit's feet.
Yeah.
Or after the rabbits had already lost their feet, so to speak.
What'd they do with the rest of the rabbit? I hope though.
Stew. They had a nice rabbit stew.
Nice Hassenpfeffers. Why they hot?
Is that still a thing? Do kids still want a lucky rabbit's foot?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean that in the
coonskin cap.
Yeah, thank you exactly. The coonskin cap. With
I wouldn't mind one of those.
That was a big. Where did I?
Josh, I bet you could pull it off.
I'll get one.
I don't know if I remember this. It's from a TV show that we tied a raccoon tail to our
antenna
on our car. I think we did when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
that
sure
was a thing
we did
there for a while.
Yeah.
Well, don't
flapping in the breeze.
Don't dye your dog's hair, okay?
No, you don't need to do that. They're cute.
Yeah, they're doing okay on their own.
They're very cute.
I can't imagine that's good for the dog.
It's a long process, about 42 minutes to get that dye on there.
Is it really?
When you dye your hair, how does that work, Pat?
Are you sitting there like an idiot? And you
have to put those little aluminum foil things in your hair?
No. It's just a one-step process like Wayne Newton.
Does it dye your scalp as well?
Yes, it does. Yeah, you have to rub it. Yeah.
So you have to be careful not to get go too low. So you've got this weird,
that's correct,
blotchy skin at the top of your head.
3 showers will get that off.
You ever dyed the downstairs?
No, that's not ready yet.
Oh, not
5 years, I think.
Not a lot of silver
in the basement.
I do a comb over.
Do you?
Yeah.
It was one time we went on vacation to the Bahamas. He did braids down there. It was very problematic. Oh. Yeah, it was just a weird look for him, Doesn't really fit in.
Crotchural appropriation.
Something.
That was something I mumbled over.
By the way, we were talking about the fact that I had to come into work to get my underwear this weekend.
Yeah, that's an interesting sentence.
Couldn't find any, and it's a long story. But I keep a change of clothes here at the station, and I did have some underwear in the drawer and some socks, so I got them. But you brought something up. Was it you, Josh, that mentioned the clean underwear and the whole thing about?
Yeah, moms used to say, make sure you're wearing clean underwear in case you get into an accident.
Yeah.
As though it would be embarrassing for the paramedics to see you in dirty underwear.
Yeah. The arm's half severed, but, oh, God, look at this guy's underwear.
Yeah.
But there actually is a song.
Oh, really?
This is a little bit of Tim Wilson.
I was driving down US 41, some idiot crossed the line. I had to swerve to miss him, knocked down a deer crossing sign, took out some woman's mailbox, wound up hitting a pothole. And the last thing I remember, I was chewing on a telephone pole, but I had on clean underwear. Clean underwear. My mama would have been proud of me, cause I had on a pair. I had on clean underwear when they took me to intensive care. Yeah, the doctor and nurse said, look at there, he's got clean underwear. I was in there for about a month. I got off the critical list. Scared me up a date with a physical therapist. Took her out for dinner and drinks and got her back to my pad. She said she liked the lights on, and boy, I was glad I had on clean underwear. Clean underwear. My mama would have been proud of me, cause I had on a pair. I had on clean underwear when they took me to intensive care. Yeah, the good-looking nurse said, damn, look at there, he's got clean underwear. Clean. Big ending. Clean Hanes DVDs and fruit of the loom.
Nobody else does it like that.
Nope.
I got to work on my blues ending.
I had never heard it. I had never heard that one. That's so good.
Isn't that nice? We were talking about dyeing hair.
Yep.
Well, I think we were remiss if we didn't play at least part of this.
The following commercial announcement has been paid for by Curly Johnson Industries.
Have you spent a fortune on expensive hair dyes and rinses trying to regain that youthful appearance you once enjoyed, only to find that the hair on your head no longer matches the unattractive gray hair found in your pubic region? Hey, no one wants to go gray down there. And now you don't have to. Introducing Puberts, the first pubic hair color treatment system. Hi, I'm Chick McGee for Puberts. Puberts. You'll think you've died and gone to heaven.
Honey, I'm running late for work. Have you seen my boxer shorts?
Do I have to do everything? Can't you...
Hey, wait a minute. My goodness, Tom. Say, have you lost weight? You look great. Listen, I've got some time to kill. Could you help me remove my big brassiere? I really feel like a massage.
Thanks, Pubert.
Later that same day.
Hey, great racquetball game, Tom. Say, you're looking great. Have you been working out? You know, we're looking for a new vice president of operations. Why don't you stop by my office this afternoon and we'll talk about that promotion?
Thanks, Pubert.
Mother Nature had her way. Now your pubes are going gray. No need to go gray down there. Puberts is for pubic hair. Puberts.
My youthful look is back.
Puberts.
My pubic hair is black.
It's Puberts. And thanks to our crack research team, Puberts is now available for the ladies. Girls, how many intimate moments have been spoiled when that special someone notices the cuffs just don't match the collar? With Puberts' easy-to-use match-your-patch color system, you'll be coordinated from top to bottom. So snatch a bottle off the shelf today.
The guys, they all respond. My pubic hair is blonde.
That's Puberts. Now you don't have to be afraid of dying.
Oh, that's so nice. Really swings there at the end, doesn't it? I'm Chick McGee. Right now, it's Chick McGee for our good friends at Simply Safe.
That's right, Tom. Do you know that property crimes like burglaries and package thefts spike over the winter? That's why now is the best time to secure your home and your compound. Award-winning home security, it's Simply Safe. Named the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News and World Report for the third year in a row. Fast Protect technology at Simply Safe captures critical evidence and verifies the threat is real so you can get faster police dispatch. Simply Safe is whole home security with advanced sensors for every room, window, and door, HD security cameras for inside and out, and smarter ways to detect motion that alert you only when a threat is real. Top-rated Simply Safe app for your phone stays in complete control of your system. Anytime, anywhere, you can arm or disarm, unlock for a guest. Check your cameras from wherever you're staying. I wonder what's going on at the compound while I'm down here in Cabo. Well, for less than $1 a day, get the Simply Safe app. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Go today. Claim that free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Well, thank you very much. Coming up, we're going to have a special moment or two with our friend comedian Reno Collier and his Country Fried Take. And we've got news about the TV show Friends that may be appropriate for you, especially if you're a coffee drinker. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Hey there, Bob and Tom Show family. Become a VIP member today. Go to bobandtom.com/VIP. You'll be able to watch the live stream of the morning show at your convenience anytime you want. That's right. No commercials. You get to see what the gang is doing during a commercial break. Usually Tom doing something weird or Chick eye-rolling Tom. Plus, you're going to be able to download podcasts, our catalog, other audio bits without commercials. You can watch the show on your big TV at home if you have Apple TV or Roku. VIP members, oh, look at that. You can watch us in your living room or in bed. Don't be weird. Become a VIP today. Go to bobandtom.com.
Saturday for the incident, November 26th, on a flight from New York to New Delhi. Mishra apparently was quoted as saying he was drunk and could not believe what he'd done. New Delhi court has sent him to prison for 14 days while police investigate. If convicted, he faces up to 3 years in prison. And a family in Plainville, Connecticut has discovered a black bear hibernating under their deck. Vincent Dashkowicz found the bear looking back at him when he went to investigate why his dog was growling. The family has decided to let the sleeping bear lie after the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection advised to leave the bear alone if it's not causing problems. He will likely leave by the end of the month, according to the agency. Wow. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Bill Cosby might go out touring again. What you failed to mention is called the Don't Leave Your Drink Unattended Tour, sponsored by Melatonin. A 90-year-old grandmother just graduated from college with a bachelor's degree in liberal arts. What you failed to mention, be sure to congratulate her the next time she's taking your order at Starbucks.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, that was a good flight.
Yeah, it was. Nicoterm. That's the name of it.
Nicoterm? What's that?
It's a patch.
It's a patch?
Yeah, it helps you quit smoking. My doctor gave it to me.
Nicoterm's a patch?
Yeah, Nicoterm it's a patch.
A patch?
A patch.
Some kind of patch?
Yes, it's a patch, like you put on your arm.
Nicoterm is a patch?
Oh, I'll be damned. Yes, it's a patch! 2 days later, different flight, same airport.
What do you mean a patch?
It's a patch.
You mean like a cabbage patch?
No.
Like a briar patch?
No.
Like a patch of pirate wear?
No.
You mean like a patchwork quilt?
No.
You mean like a Clarence Carter
No.
patches?
Why can't you understand this? It's a patch your doctor gives you that you wear on your arm.
What do you mean arm?
2 days later, same airport, yet another flight.
Now, let me get this straight. Nicoterm is a...
Nicoterm, guaranteed to help you quit smoking.
I think it's a patch.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry.
The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. A few more animal stories coming out of Christy Lee today.
Yep.
And also a story about something going on in the world of television.
Oh.
But right now, I look to my left. We've got a big screen here. I'm seeing the jutting, thrusting beard of Reno Collier.
Thrusting.
Yeah, there we go.
Get my head right.
Get it nice and
there we go.
There we go. Reno calling.
Good morning.
Calling from his home somewhere in Tennessee. And
yes, sir.
How's it going, Reno? Did you have a nice holiday?
I did. Thank you. Yeah, it was good. It was everybody kind of came in increments. It wasn't a big, huge rush at once. And it was good, man.
Good
New Year's in Grand Island, Nebraska, with tons of Bob and Tom people, and just a freaking blast.
Right on.
Cool. It's all good.
Well, good.
Yeah,
did you get any memorable presents?
I did from you.
Oh, that's not what I was fishing for, but
yeah, I got man, I don't know. As a dad, you don't get much. You know, it's like I don't even remember.
You don't remember?
As a dad, do you want much? Does it really matter?
No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, my wife and I don't even really, like, we bought a couple chairs to put on the porch, and that was our gift. You know what I mean? Like, I like this sounds so corny. I like watching other people open stuff.
Sure.
And have fun and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, but it was good, man. Cooked a ton. Cooked 2 turkeys and a ham, and it was good.
Wow. Good for you.
Reno, how old is your oldest kid?
19.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were coming up on grandfather territory or not.
I have step grandkids.
Okay, I thought there was something. Yeah.
And they
don't really
they
count,
call me.
but,
You don't have to get presents for them. Here's what's jacked up is they didn't know what to call me, right? Because their grandpa passed away, and you know, so they were like, "What do we call Reno?" I'm like, "I don't care. Call me Pawpaw Ding Dong. Who cares?" Right? Which is a great idea in the house, but when you're going through the grocery store and there's 3 kids going, "Where's my Pawpaw Ding Dong?" Like, shut up, kid. I'm not your real grandpa. Like,
I love that.
Yeah, no, Pawpaw Ding Dong sounds actionable.
Problematic.
I
They
disagree.
caught on and they all call me that.
Sounds
They even
fun.
made me a little Christmas. So that was a cool Christmas thing I got, was a bag that was kind of painted on, and it said Pawpaw Ding Dong. And Elam, the little boy who did it, his teacher had to write it for him. So she had to write Merry Christmas, Pawpaw Ding Dong.
I bet that looks good in the trash.
It looks good.
You're a sensitive bloke, aren't you?
No, I'm with Reno on that. One of my favorite gifts this year was a card made by one of my nieces.
Oh,
so, yeah, that candy cane on it.
Oh, that's so
sweet.
Did everybody have a good New Year's?
Yes, sir. Yeah, happy for
Excellent.
2023. Are you excited for this year?
I am. I actually wrote a country fried take about New Year's, if you'd like to hear
let's hear it.
Yeah, man.
Would you like to hear?
Please.
All right. So, as we know, New Year's resolutions never stick. You know, you're all boozed up on New Year's Eve yelling, "This year I'm going to get in shape." And all you end up doing is paying $20 a month for a tag on your key ring to remind you every day you didn't stick to it. You know? Or, "I'm cutting out sweets." Don't be an idiot. You're just punishing yourself. You're not bettering yourself. Don't set yourself up to fail. Set yourself up to win. That's why I wait until a week or so after New Year's has passed to pick my resolution.
Oh.
Then I look back at stuff I haven't done anyway and choose those, right? So it's one of the few things in life that you can actually guarantee the outcome. For instance, 2 years ago, I gave up watching men's figure skating. Now, through nothing but my own sheer will and changing absolutely nothing in my daily life, I've done it.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You know
dude.
what I mean? Yeah, you have to pick things that work in your favor. Like last year, I gave up any TV show that has 5 women incessantly bitching and sounds like The View. On behalf of myself, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
But I warn you, you must be careful and thorough when choosing. My initial resolution this year was based on saving money and not having to shop with my wife. So I went with only shopping in stores with a silly innuendo in the name, like Dick's Sporting Goods, Tennessee Meat Company, Ass Pro Shops. But I was forced to pivot when my wife wanted to get new shoes from Saks. From Saks.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I did, okay. So instead of fighting over it, I recruited her. This year, my resolution can be changed at any time for our benefit. So my wife and I have adopted this motto when using my resolution. A well-crafted lie told with conviction, corroborated by another person, is as good as the truth any day of the week.
You bet.
Right? So, for instance, if we're at a party and it sucks, I'm so sorry we have to leave. Our New Year's resolution is not to be out past 9. I know it sounds crazy, but we're just a couple that puts honesty and commitment first. Our word is our bond. It's just how we were raised. We do what we say and we say what we do. We just make it a priority. You know? Sure. And you're out.
Sure.
Plus, they're sick of listening to that stuff. So keeping your resolution in your holster also makes you look like a way better person than you actually are. You know, you stop to help an old lady change her tire on the highway, and she's like, "You're so kind. Thank you." And you say, "Don't thank me, ma'am. Thank my New Year's resolution." But it's July. I know, ma'am. That's just the kind of man I am. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my country fried take.
All right.
Thank you very much, Reno.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
Did you make any New Year's resolutions?
No, I really don't. No. I don't. I wait. I wait because right now, I mean, you never stick to it.
January 1st is impossible. You have to give yourself a couple days.
Yeah, lean into it.
Yes. And remember, if you break it, you can pick it back up the next day. It doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Well, no.
It's not make it or break it, is it?
Well, yes. That's the way it works.
Maybe we should
either
declare
keep it or you don't keep it.
Like a fiscal year for resolutions.
Yes.
Yeah. My resolution fiscal year starts in April.
That's right.
Actually, at the end of April.
Yeah, that's Q1.
Yeah, there you go. So I got plenty of time to figure this thing out, get it all sorted out. Well, thank you, Reno.
Yeah, guys.
When are you getting back on the road?
This week, they're corporate, though. I'm in Hilton Head and Daytona Beach, and then I go to Texas and Las Vegas, but they're all corporate construction.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah, it's all good. And then later on, I'm going to the Funny Bone in St. Louis, and I'm going to be in Palm Harbor, Florida, and there's some stuff coming up next month, but this month is all corporate stuff, so... It's all good, man. It's going to be a good year. We got to stay positive.
Good.
Nothing can go wrong now, Reno. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Thanks, Reno.
That's right.
See you, man.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
Happy
Reno.
New Year, everybody.
You
Happy
too.
New
Hope
Year.
you enjoyed your picture.
I loved my picture.
Hey, see it there on the wall?
Yeah, right there behind him.
You can only see the bottom.
Did your wife honestly let you hang that up?
It's on my desk upstairs.
Okay.
All right.
But the wrapping paper, I'm trying to figure the perfect thing for that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I
You know
got
what I mean?
Reno wrapping paper with his picture and my picture on it.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And then add a little
Beautiful.
The perfect thing. What, kindling to start a fire maybe? What else could you
That
do?
stuff is flammable. I'll tell you what. I found that out at home.
Did you?
Okay. Thanks, Reno.
Love it. See you
Okay.
guys.
Chrissy, let's get to this. The TV show Friends. I know you're a big fan.
International Delight has partnered with Warner Brothers to release a coffee creamer based on the TV show Friends. The company said the Manhattan Hazelnut Mocha Creamer is inspired by Central Perk's Manhattan Mocha Coffee, the drink that was written on the coffee shop's chalkboard menu throughout the run of the show. The creamer is currently available at major retailers for a limited time only.
Okay.
It's interesting that all these years after the show's been off the air, they're coming out with this because, of course, with all the syndication and the various cable channels that air Friends constantly, got a whole new bunch of folks that are watching it.
As popular as ever, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sounds like a good product. Better than that Breaking Bad brand of meth.
Kept you better than coffee.
Yeah, I guess it would.
Yeah.
Walter put out a good product, whatever you
Yeah, did you know? What did you decide? Which of the boys on Friends you'd be most
Probably
interested in?
Chandler. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like a funny guy?
Yeah, but I don't like a dumb guy.
So no Joey then?
No Joey.
He's sweet.
Very sweet. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's all
but
heart.
that would get old quickly.
I see.
All heart.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right,
Yeah.
what else you got?
A new study suggests even small amounts of caffeine consumed during pregnancy could impact a child's height. Wow, my mom must have drank coffee all day. According to lead author Dr. Jessica Gleason, children of parents who consumed caffeine while they were
The
in
great
the womb
one is here.
were found to be shorter in stature at age 4 than those whose parents did not. The height difference widened each year through age 8. The study found that even less than half a cup of coffee per day while pregnant could affect a child's growth. Wow.
Yikes.
So they say when you're pregnant, replace that cup of coffee with a nice sushi roll.
Yes.
Isn't that what they...
I thought it was Red Bull. I thought that was better.
They do not say that.
I thought it was martinis.
Martinis.
What's the scare? What is it, mercury? Is that the problem?
Yeah, and tuna. Mm-hmm.
In various types of fish may have levels of that. Yeah, there's always everything you don't want to be doing when you're pregnant.
Sure.
Like enjoying yourself and having anything positive or good come out of it.
Look at our generation. Our parents smoked and drank, and you know,
look,
we turned out okay.
Yeah, it didn't hurt us.
Sure about that.
Over a dozen Celine Dion fans protested outside of Rolling Stone's office after the magazine left the singer off its 200 greatest singers of all time list.
What? I am a little surprised she's not on it.
According to Variety,
the list is a joke.
About 15 dedicated fans traveled over 6 hours.
15? Wow.
Yeah. Woo! From Montreal to New York City to protest outside of Penske Media Corporation's offices.
Groundswell.
They blasted some of Dion's famous songs while chanting, quote, "Justice for Celine," and waving signs that included phrases such as "Rolling Stone, you've hit an iceberg."
Get it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Titanic.
Old Titanic song.
Yeah, the Rolling Stone list there are 50 singers in there you've never heard of.
Who's the number one singer? I haven't seen the list.
Franklin. Knowing Rolling Stone, it's probably AOC.
Beyonce's number 7.
They used to talk about music.
Who was number one?
Aretha Franklin. It's like the top few, or it's like Aretha, Ray Charles.
I gotta look
help me here.
this up.
Smokey Robinson.
That sewing machine.
But I mean, there are.
That is silly. Even the singer sewing machine made it.
Sam Cooke is in the top 10.
Yeah, but you get that lower 50. There are, many singers I've never heard of.
Well, that's going to happen, isn't it?
Well, I think they're deliberately, Courtney Love, really?
Boy. I mean,
Wait,
it's certainly...
Courtney Love's on the list?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's a sound, right?
So is Bob Dylan.
Yeah. I mean, so uniqueness is also involved.
Oh, definitely, because, I haven't heard a lot of these.
I thought Biz Marquee was an interesting choice.
Yeah. Billie Eilish is 198 on the list.
She's got a really cool voice.
Love her voice.
Yeah.
You got what I need. Oh, I was on Biz Marquee. I'm sorry.
My gosh. They, of course, start at 200, and you got to scroll all the way through. So I can't tell you the top 10. I would like to.
Yeah, but there are, I can see why the Celine Dion. People are upset. There are some fairly obscure.
She has an amazing voice.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
But I imagine Rolling Stone hired these protesters to publicize.
Paul McCartney is 26 on the list.
Yeah, he's not great.
What?
Adele, 22. Marvin Gaye is at 20. Frank Sinatra, 19.
Got that right, baby.
Who's Celia Cruz?
Oh, yeah. She's with
Billy and the Banana
Cruz
Boys.
and the Cruzettes.
Yeah.
She's 18th on the list. I've never heard of her.
Well, does it say what band she's in? Or
she's from Havana.
She's in Cruise Control, I think.
She's a Cuban songster.
Oh, so you were too far off when you said AOC.
Elvis Presley at 17. Prince at 16. Bob Dylan, 15.
Yeah, when you get to the top 30, you're going to have heard. There are people you will have heard of.
Patsy Cline.
You get that bottom 100. Half of them I've never heard of.
Cornell's got to be on there. I'll take a look at
that. Is
Al Green, number 10. Otis Redding, 9.
Yeah, so those are all
Beyonce,
great
8.
singers. That's a little.
Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles.
Okay, let's move.
Couple of blindies.
Mariah Carey, Billie Holiday, Whitney Houston.
90s.
That's what they like to be called.
And finally, a family in Plainville, Connecticut discovered a black bear hibernating underneath their backyard deck.
Boy. Hey, anybody seen the dog?
Actually, Josh.
The dog? Anybody seen Junior?
Vincent Dashowicz said he found the bear looking back at him when he went to investigate.
Can I help you?
Why his dog was growling.
Have you ever had that feeling? Have you ever been like what is making that noise? And then something is looking at you, or
usually it's a possum or something.
What a weird feeling that is. Can you imagine if it was a
bear? Family has decided to let the sleeping bear lie after the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection advised them to just leave the bear alone if it's not causing any problems.
Okay.
The agency says the bear will likely leave by the end of the month.
Oh, well.
And this isn't a little tiny bear.
a bear, big bear.
375 pounds is the estimated weight of this bear.
Fatty.
Well, he's hibernating. He had to get fat.
Real
He's
fat.
not eating for months.
That's what I've been telling.
Gonna be.
Just hibernating.
I would want him out.
Yeah. Wouldn't you feel a little better if it wasn't? Although I guess it could be.
I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool.
It's not a bad security system.
Right. You'd have to walk the dog, though. That would
What would the guy expect to go come? It's probably, what do you got over there? Well, let's see, a raccoon. Maybe a family of raccoons. Maybe some flying squirrel. It's a bear!
Tom, you've seen a bear in the wild, haven't you?
I have.
That must have been really something.
I've
Man.
never seen a bear in the wild.
Neither
have you?
have I. And I'd really like to, but you know my problem with bears is
What's that?
I would want to hug it. They look very huggable.
You can hug.
Should I get you?
For a moment.
They may hug you back.
Let me get you a big stuffed bear. You can hug.
I kind of do want a giant bear.
Okay.
All right. Well, right now, I want to remind you that the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things. We all want to be at our best, and sometimes life gets a little bit overwhelming, like maybe right now, and it's not showing up the way you'd like it to. You can get some help out there. This is really interesting because BetterHelp has connected over 3 million people with licensed therapists, and it's all done online, so it's convenient and secure, very accessible, and much less expensive. Find out what I'm talking about and do yourself a favor by being your best self if you're thinking of giving therapy a try. BetterHelp is a great option. Once again, like I said, convenient, affordable, and entirely online. You can do it with the camera on or with no camera, or you could even do it texting back and forth with a licensed therapist. By the way, you'll get matched with a therapist after taking a short questionnaire. And if you want to switch therapists, there's no charge, and you can do it at any time. So if you want to live a more empowered life, therapy through BetterHelp can help you get there. The Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Visit them today at betterhelp.com/BT show to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. They've connected over 3 million people with licensed therapists. Coming up, it's an important day in history. We're going to tell you why. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob.
You want to learn how to avoid a-holes in your life?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I do.
I do, Christy. I come in early.
Apparently, there is a gentleman, Robert Sutton, a professor of organizational behavior and engineering at Stanford University, has written 2 books about a-holes and how people can survive them. Here are his suggestions.
Pretty easy.
Steps to avoid and change the a-hole in your life.
Does it involve not going to an axe-hurling bar?
Number 1, create physical distance. One of the most reliable ways to become an a-hole is to be around them. I've got to go.
I am out of here.
Have sex and it's kind of disappointing. Where's my Sprite, my new car? That's why I think women should have shelves next to their bed filled with prizes, depending on how well you did. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Like they do at the carnival.
Sure.
They have something to shoot for, you know.
Are you going to take anything on that?
Right. I'm going to go for the Van Halen mirror tonight.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah, you are. Thanks so much for doing so. I'm Mark Allison, and again, you are tuned to Bob and Tom 24/7. On the way next, a look at history with Professor Thomas B. Griswold as we get set for this January 9th in history. Also, things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show today. All coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Grab another cup of coffee if you're at it. And we'll see you right back here in a moment. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. We're not going anywhere. Why should you?
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Players and fans across the NFL paid tribute to Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin yesterday. First time most across the league resumed playing since the terrifying cardiac arrest during a game last Monday night. Hamlin's number 3 on display everywhere across the league. And the NFL's Week 18 saved its best drama for the final weekend. Detroit Lions rallied to beat Green Bay 2016, knocking the Packers out of playoff contention. And Lovie Smith has been fired as coach of the Houston Texans last night after just one season. The team goes 3-13-1. And tonight, number 1 Georgia and number 3 TCU in the NCAA College Football Championships. NBA winners last night: Philly, Toronto, Indiana, Brooklyn, Memphis, Minnesota, Oklahoma City, Cleveland, and Atlanta. Top 25 college basketball: number 1 Purdue, number 2 Houston win. Northwestern upset number 15 Indiana. And Maryland beat number 24 Ohio State. And NHL winners in regulation: Winnipeg, Dallas, Washington, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Toronto, and Boston. And the Blackhawks get a win over Calgary in overtime, 4-3. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, this is Tom. Coming up Tuesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show,
We'll feature comedian Paul Mercurio and Kostaki Economopoulos with our NFL update.
What's happening to the Packers? Losing to the Lions is the worst thing to happen to Wisconsin since lactose intolerance. Suicide watch in Wisconsin. Confiscate the string cheese, everybody.
Next Tuesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Right now, we've got Bert Chalice as our guest. Did you drive here from?
Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon. Sure. And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. No rear view mirror because nothing will be behind you. Believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people. They go by and bullwhip you.
Sorry, they don't have horns.
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, those horse-drawn carriages, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found out if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
That's a nice little trick.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Do we have a topic today, Kostaki?
We do. The topic today, sort of dovetailing the Super Bowl, it's company slogans.
Okay.
And a bunch of them are beer slogans. They seem to be handy for joke writing, the beer slogans. Sam Adams, their slogan is always a good decision. Really? Beer is always a good decision?
Wait a minute. I can say no.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yes.
This might be my favorite slogan ever. It's such a beer guy slogan. Carlsberg, probably the best lager in the world. Only a beer slogan could start with the word probably. Like, we don't even know. Who cares? It's got to be top 100, right? Have a beer already.
That is a very fine beer, though.
It is a good beer.
Probably the finest.
But think about it. No other company could get away with that. Like, you can't have Delta. We'll probably get you there. Like, we don't know.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
It's crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? Drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Bob and Tom.
Driver, please pass it.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christine Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
What if he comes in? There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
I'll tell him it was Josh. They won't know. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Just looking at that list of the world's greatest singers on Rolling Stone.
Oh,
He got more angry
making you madder.
Longer he went through the list. Yeah.
A lot of people are pissed.
Is Greg Allman on there?
I'm sure somewhere. I didn't get a chance to go through the
You
whole
don't know.
list.
You're not. You
I
shouldn't
bet
be
he
sure.
isn't.
I bet he's not.
Oh, he has.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is.
Kidding?
No.
They've got.
He's not heard of half
Who are you
the people.
against? Who are some of the people you're against? Throw a name out.
Tony Childs.
There are 30 of them I haven't even heard of.
That doesn't mean they're not legitimate.
Well, Tom, do you know how much? Never mind.
I know,
You're
Chick.
right.
You're
right.
I would say there's about 30 years of music history that you have no idea.
Okay, I'll dig it up again.
You're
But
not buying that. You don't think. Speaking of history, up to and including 1989. Here's Tom Griswold.
Interesting thing is in the Christopher Columbus log book.
I thought his last name was Columbo. Christopher Columbo. Right?
Columbus log.
Famous.
Am I bothering you?
You'll know this, John.
Excuse me, Queen Isabella. Can I ask you
An entry about the sighting of mermaids as they were.
They're real.
They had trench coats back then.
Looking to. They were crossing the ocean, and the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, of course, looking for the western trade route to Asia, as you know. But on this date, famously, there was an entry about.
To it?
There was an entry about seeing mermaids. What do they think it was?
Manatees.
Manatees.
Yeah.
Yeah, they now think that it was manatees.
Did Columbus stay on one boat? Or did he go, I'm going to go on the Pinta this time?
That's a fair question. Yeah. I do not know.
When you want to switch it up?
Boat hopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pull up next door. I'm going to jump over.
Yeah. No, they'd swing like pirates.
Yes.
On those ropes.
Swashbucklers.
Yeah, that's it.
You ever seen a manatee up close?
Yes. Just saw one.
Did you think that...
well, nobody said it was a good-looking mermaid.
Yeah.
Probably bad eyesight back then.
Mermaids are just like everything else. Yeah, they didn't have corrective lenses back then.
Yeah, there's some uggos, aren't there?
Yes, they wouldn't know.
You got to be really horny to look at a mermaid and go, yeah.
A manatee? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you think it's a mermaid. Right. Back that ass up. That is one ugly.
Who knows? You're out that long at sea with a bunch of guys, you might...
There you go.
Boy, look at that blowhole.
They say the mermaid sightings by sailors were most likely manatees, dugongs, or Steller's sea cows.
What's a dugong?
A dugong is a long, flightless creature.
a long snout.
And their tail is actually a barbed.
Sing a song, dugong.
The anteaters of the sea. They're known.
Where's the dude?
And they're capable of conducting electricity. I love that.
Manatees weigh up to 1,200 pounds, 10 to 12 feet long.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah, so very good. Well, Columbus also thought he was in India, right?
So today was pretty much Columbus in history more than anything else.
No, that was just the one thing.
Oh, what's the second?
The first hot air balloon flight in the United States, 1793.
Oh, yeah, some French guy, right?
That'd be amazing to get up there.
Yes, it was
air
balloon.
This will interest you, Chick. 1962, the NFL prohibited what?
1962? Prohibited.
Using guns during play.
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
The face mask grab.
Oh,
the face mask grab.
Yeah, that's when that penalty first emerged.
Okay.
2007, Steve Jobs announced the iPhone.
When?
2007.
60
Gosh.
And those folks at BlackBerry said, yeah, right.
Good luck with that, Steve.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday.
We're not as good.
They called him Tricky Dick.
Richard Nixon?
Yeah, you know what they called him that?
I thought it was Richard.
No, why did they call him
Because
that?
his penis could juggle.
Now what? It'll go the other way.
Well, I knew it wasn't because he was turning tricks, that's for sure.
I know he used to grab quarters out of little kids behind their ear. That's false.
Why did they call him that?
Out of our pockets.
Because he was a little shady.
There was going on. You know, happy birthday. Well, Bart
American
Starr.
used to know their president's not a
Bart
crook.
Starr.
1934. 1935, Bob Denver. Do you know who Bob Denver was?
John's brother.
Sure, yeah.
Yes, I
It's
do.
Gilligan.
I met him.
Gilligan. We had Gilligan on the show.
We went bowling with Gilligan.
He was...
Tonight on Bowling with Gilligan.
we did go bowling.
Every bit is interesting.
And a big fan of the marijuana.
Liked his pot.
Yeah, he did.
He did that morning.
Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin.
Overrated.
Oh, no. you ever suppose he gets paged at the airport?
Page and Jimmy
Jimmy Page. Sorry. J.K. Simmons, you know who that is, Christy?
J.K. Simmons,
Author
yes.
of Harry Potter.
No, he's not.
What?
Probably best known now
he's
for
an
the
actor.
insurance commercial.
Yes.
Great actor.
Yes.
Got an Academy Award for
the drumming movie.
Whiplash.
He was very scary in Oz. Muggsy Bogues.
Oh, great NBA player.
Clearly-
Short. Very short.
At the bottom.
They give a full-size Muggsy Bogues dolls and Happy Meals.
Things we learned today. Tom lost his underwear during the process of moving homes. He has them stored here in the building somewhere, and we're all suffering from cases of the willies. Pat went to Costco over the weekend and wrote a song about it.
It's a great song, Pat.
Tom noticed that there were large, oversized pushing baskets at Costco.
What are those pushing baskets?
You and I would call it a shopping cart. Sorry, that's what we would say.
What are those pushing
Bears, the number one pick in the NFL draft, come out in April. Tom loves the hardware store popcorn. Josh enjoyed a nice avocado toast over the weekend.
Just very noteworthy.
But we were saying stores that have food that you don't associate with food. Willie, you were talking about what? IKEA?
IKEA, great meatballs.
And samples at Costco. Got a little treat. Popcorn at the hardware.
And Josh does not pay taxes. We'll be back tomorrow morning.
Come get it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Josh. And happy birthday, Dave Matthews. He's 56 today.
Man, I'm a fan. I am a fan.
The average length of his songs. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show